Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman!
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Hey, it's Sam Jones, Flash Gordon. I'm a big fan of the Nerdery, so you better be tuning in. That's right.
Welcome back to the Nerdery. I'm JD and you can't see me.
I'm Steven and you see me.
Patty.
And Peanut Gallery? What's happening?
We have one in the Peanut Gallery that'll be rejoining us later.
She went to go get the good stuff.
Tacos!
Yeah.
What does everybody else have to review while I try to produce over
Want me
here?
to start? Alright, I got a couple of movies I got from Redbox this week. I got The Last Witch Hunter. I got Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I've got Army of Darkness versus Hack Slash. Zombie Tramp Volume 2. And Scream the TV series.
Nice. Alright, so I have Romara, which is a new Netflix anime. I also have this wonderful thing right here, which I got lucky and found at Half Price Books, Ghost Slayers. This is both the full anime and all of its series and the manga. And I also have Death Note, and this is the hidden part for those of you who are actually Death Note fans. This is about the LA adventures.
Very cool. That shit was great.
I'll start your things.
I have a bunch of stuff. It's over there. Get up and move.
Get to it.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. For those of you who actually watch and listen simultaneously, yes, our audio is not up right now. We're having some technical difficulties. Hopefully, it'll be up for part 2. But I have Civil War 2 number 3, Vote Loki number 2, the new Superman number 1, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 1, Wonder Woman number 2, Superman number 2, and Nightwing number 1.
Nice.
I was busy.
Yes, you were. Damn.
Alright, well, I'll kick it off since I have the smallest amount to score around. Alright, so I didn't say the smallest thing. Thank you very much. Kuromoro. Kuromoro is actually a really interesting anime. Take a Japanese samurai from 450 years ago who was inside of basically a Gundam and has been trapped in it for 450 years, now being reawakened to face his enemies again. However, this Gundam takes 2 people to run it, and of course the girl that gets caught in it, per Chris's favorite, is a schoolgirl.
Oh, God.
Surprisingly enough, though, not a whole lot of fan service or any of that. A lot of back and forth romance action. So actually one you can let the kids watch and they can enjoy it. Really unique view on things. Taking it back to even stating, like, the young man says he's 18. But however, at that time, 18 was really closer to like 14. So he's dealing with his ideas of 450 years ago as a samurai. The girl he's dealing with, he's like, why aren't you married? You should be married already. Why don't you have kids? And she's like, I'm a high schooler. And he's like, well, why are you, wait, that's indecent. You should put on more clothes. So he's stuck in what he's bound up. Really good anime. I have all but finished one that I could not finish for me here. Sorry, y'all. 4 Ninja Scrolls, right off the bat. Only real issues I had with it is it does have a little bit of filler in there that just to keep you kind of dragging along, but altogether a good anime. Alright, so I'll let y'all know I've been looking for this for a while. I had not bought it on Amazon or anything, even though I knew it was there. David says, in Japan, the most feared thing is a teenager, more so in a skirt. That refers to guy or girl.
Oh.
That is a true statement. Death Note, the Los Angeles murder cases. If you watch Death Note, there's little hints about the case called BD. BD was something that happened before Death Note begins, and they don't give you a lot of information on it. This gives you every detail. And I am not going to spoil it for anybody. If you are a Death Note fan and you have not read this yet, you are so missing it. Finding out who was honing this Death Note, their way of testing it, the same way that Light did, is really, really good. It is kind of, it's not a long book.
It's a book, not a
but it's a
graphic
book.
novel.
Yeah, it's not a graphic novel with no pictures. It's 173 pages, so it's not a huge read. I've checked online. You can pick it up for about $5-6 most places. Absolutely awesome. 5 Ninja Scrolls. If you're a fan, pick it up. All right. On to Ghost Slayers. All right. This, actually, I was really surprised. I've read the manga before. The series actually goes directly from the manga, which is rare with most of these. These samurai are battling gods of the mountains, and all these things are demons. This one guy who they count as basically an old man, he should be retired by now, is a 40-year-old former samurai. And he's hiding around the gods are destroying the land, so everybody's starving to death. So they're putting them all in these vagrant camps. Well, if you escape from the camp once, you get tattooed. You escape from the camp again, you get tattooed the second time. You escape again, they chop your head off. So he is
that escalated quickly.
He is a dual tattooed guy working, and he sees some other people that are vagrants, and he feels the need to try and help them. Well, they figure out that he's a vagrant, so now he's being chased. Well, apparently he has been pulled into another world before and came back. Now he has a unique power of wording. Like, he can touch anything and know its true name and what the meaning of that name is, what its real meaning is. Which he gets pulled in to fight these monsters, of which apparently they taste so good that the group killing them has to eat the meat after every battle, because it's the only thing that will satisfy them. So it's a really unique storyline. It bounces around. It deals with a lot of life choices and how things change and what they do, and why they're having to do this, and how people are causing these Yoma, which is Yoma's demons, to appear. So you have one old man that never found battle, but he's in his dementia. In his stories, he believes he's been in battle, so now he's literally summoning this demon forth looking for armor, because he thinks that his golden armor is what he needs to go into the next life. So really unique view, real short. It's only 2 discs. It's about 17 seasons each disc. So, not a hefty thing, but definitely worthwhile. Came out in 2006. It's another one of Bandai's. And there was actually a game of it as well. But altogether, 5 Ninja Scrolls.
I remember hearing Bandai a lot.
Bandai used to be a big thing, and they made every Japanese game you see.
Yeah.
It was always a Bandai game.
Yeah. And they did a lot of television too, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember them being at the end of a lot of cartoons and stuff.
A lot of your anime and even Japanese styling was all of it was Bandai. And in fact, Power Rangers.
I thought that was Saban.
You had Saban and Bandai. I'll double check that to make sure I'm not lying on.
Google.
That's right.
I wanted to tell you, Patty.
What?
Zombie Tramp.
Yes.
The creator.
Yes.
Favorited and retweeted your article.
Really?
Also, yes.
Yay, I didn't see that. I was so excited. Well, that's because he's awesome. Duh, and awesome is awesome. No. Alright, so. You want to find that first? You want me to go?
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, I will start with the movies, I suppose. I watched The Last Witch Hunter, came out last year. It's directed by Breck Eisner and has Vin Diesel, Elijah Wood, Michael Caine, and Rose Leslie. I didn't know who she was. I had to look it up. She's in Game of Thrones. So, Okay. You're right.
I just found the list of everything that they've been involved with. Alienators Evolution continues. Astro Boy, Beetle Boys, Big 10, Big Hero 6, Cardcaptor Sakura, Psychonians, Dick Tracy, Dice, Dinosaurs, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, Doraemon, Final Fantasy Spirits Within, Godakin, Godzilla, Gundam, Kamen Rider, Magical Demora, Mask Rider, Mega Man, Mental Heroes, One Piece, Power Rangers, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
Yeah.
Pretty Cure, Sailor Moon, Saint Seiya, Sega Pico, Strawberry Shortcake, Super Sentai, Tamagotchi, Teen Titans, Thundercats, Thomas the Tank Engine, The Tick, The Mystics Knights of Tyranor, Ultimate Muscle, Ultraman, Luna Ziga, Wedding Peaks, Cyber 9, Zatch Bell, and Jelly Jam, and that's just the main ones that make the U.S. edition.
So that's why we recognize the name
Yeah,
immediately.
because they've been in everything.
Yeah, they've been in everything. They've touched everything. Nope.
Okay.
Their grubby little jam-covered hands.
Yeah. All right. I was a little bit apprehensive about it because it's Vin Diesel. I like him as an actor. He's been great, but he's so actiony. I don't know how to describe it. He's like, the racing movies and this and that. And yes, he was in Pitch Black and stuff.
Yes.
And he did good, and that was more supernaturally alien. So I gave it a shot, and you told me I should watch it too. So totally your fault. And I loved it.
Good.
Amazing special effects, amazing special effects. So detailed, so it sucks you in. You're not going, I see that. I can tell where that is. You know what I mean? It blends really well together. Storyline was great. He was a witch hunter. Imagine. And so he goes up against the Queen Witch, and she makes him immortal as punishment. And so years later it picks up. He's in New York City, and his handler, I guess you would call it, who takes down all of his information and tells his stories and writes it all down for him.
He writes his story.
Yeah. So he doesn't have to because he isn't going to do it because he's a meathead.
Yeah.
Basically. He's the grunt work. So he supposedly dies, and turns out that it's a spell and these witches are coming back, and they're worried that the head witch is coming back and gonna make a plague on New York City. So he spends through the whole movie trying to stop that from happening. Pretty much sums it all up. But it was phenomenal. I watched it a couple times while we had it overnight.
Now, do you know where it came from, though?
No, I don't.
That is actually from his D&D character.
Really?
Yes, that's from his campaign in his early 20s.
That's funny. I did not know that.
I can tell you something else about Vin Diesel you probably don't know. His start in show business, what do you think it was?
The Disney Club?
No, he was the pitch man for Street Sharks.
Really?
Yes. Somewhere in my archive of weird videos, I have a video of Vin Diesel doing a pitch for the Street Shark toys at a convention.
Oh, that's amazing.
And it is the most hilarious thing ever. But before that,
I can imagine that.
Before that, he was going by his given name, and he was in a breakdancing instructional video.
Oh!
And I have that as well.
Do you?
Yes.
I need to see that. I have to see that. There's just no way around it.
Yeah, I just love the fact he's actually a nerd.
Oh yeah,
He's actually
and
a true god.
he'll tell everybody, I'm a nerd. I'm a real nerd.
That's awesome. And a meathead, all in one package. Okay, I also rented Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Came out this year.
I've seen it about.
Yeah. I really like. Oh wait, I gave The Last Witch Hunter 5 out of 5 moments. I forgot that part. 5 out of 5. Okay, Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies was directed by Burr Steers. And I found out this fun fact, one of the producers was Natalie Portman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right? And, I'm not... Zombies are my least favorite out of the horror genre.
Really?
Yes! No, they're my least favorite.
Why is that?
I don't know. I find them boring. Most of the time, they bore the hell out of me. It takes a lot for me to really like a zombie movie. Because either they're just slugging around slow, or even the fast ones, they're just brainless, and I like my bad guys quick-witted and snarky and like...
What about the goofy rom-com zombie movies, like Warm Bodies?
I love that one. That one I like.
That was a good one.
See? Those are my kind of zombies. The ones that just that everybody else doesn't like. But it was a period movie. It was very much Pride and Prejudice. And even some of the dialogue was dead on. Like, I was kind of surprised because I had watched the actual movie before. And in one scene, the mother says, "If you don't marry this guy, I'll never speak to you again." And the father steps up. Good job, dude.
I didn't know the audio was turned all the way up.
Good job. Fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the father says to her, "If you do marry him, I'll never speak to you again." And that was actually in the actual movie, so I thought that was kind of neat. Zombies, pretty brainless, minus they can set traps quite effectively. Oh, this is not fair. Pause it 1 minute.
She's in the middle of talking, dude.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna go just dumb if that kept playing, I just and that would be nothing.
It's Vin Diesel with hair and a fro at that, a mini fro at that.
Oh my god. Okay. So, special effects are pretty good. It had that whole romance period, whatever, some comedy. Matt Smith is in it. I love Matt Smith. He played Doctor Who. Which number was he?
11.
Technically
11.
Okay.
And who's Doctor Who?
You shut your dirty mouth. So, and he played a squirrely guy again, which I loved. I would say, even though I don't generally like zombie movies, that one was a solid 4 out of 5. I really liked it.
Nice.
4 out of 5 full moons. Okay. Scream the TV series. I had very low expectations.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It is a thing. It was put out by MTV. I had very low expectations. I loved the movies. And I thought there was no way they could translate over at all. So, bored, put it on. And it came out starting last June, apparently. There's 2 seasons, from what I hear. I don't think we watched both seasons. I think we watched the first season. It's based on the Scream movie by Kevin Williamson. He worked on The Faculty, Teaching Miss Tingle, Vampire Diaries, and Dawson's Creek.
Well, that was, to be fair, that was like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Everybody had to be in one of those shows.
Yeah.
So, that was surprising. But, like I said, it was put out by MTV. And in the beginning, you see the similarities between the first movie and everything and the series. You're like, oh, I kind of see where this is going. But then there's more twists, and it changes it up. And you really don't know who did it through pretty much all of it. And you're still wondering until they show you, which impressed me. I gave it a 4 out of 5 full moons.
Very nice.
I would watch the whole season over again. And I plan on watching the second season. And like I said, I didn't expect anything. Come on, TV series made after a movie.
Yeah.
But it was really good.
And a cookie cutter movie at that.
Yeah, it was good though. Like, I was almost like happy, but kind of weirded out. Like, I shouldn't like it.
You were weirded out that you were happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if a movie like Scream came out today, if I would still think it was good.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'd be looking forward to its partner. Whichever scary movie's coming out after that.
Yeah. But I mean, I've talked to another horror fan. Said the exact same thing I did. I wouldn't normally say anything, whatever, but it was actually good. He was completely floored. So that was pretty amazing. Okay, Zombie Tramp Volume 2 by Dan Mendoza again, written and illustrated, put out by Action Lab.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Artwork's still phenomenal, storyline's still great. Still want to buy the next one? That's always a good sign. This time, she has met up with a little girl child zombie who seems to be more powerful than her. And they're on a mission to kill the little girl's parents.
Wow.
And
So it's made by Disney?
It was made by Disney? No. And of course there's murder and a lot of nudity. I think even more nudity than the first book, because I was at Starbucks the other morning trying to read it in public, and I felt like I was flipping through it. Oh, and even like the front has cheerleader ass on it, and the back I think there's another kind of half naked picture. And yeah, there you go, another half naked picture. And then the naked people inside, and about halfway through I had to put it down. I felt guilty reading it in public.
So basically, she was reading porn at Starbucks.
I was reading porn at Starbucks the other day.
And it wasn't like 50 Shades of Grey kind of porn where you don't really see anything.
No,
you know.
it's like full graphic, high, naked,
So
nipples and all.
So what you're saying is they're putting a whole new definition on graphic novel.
Oh yes, it's quite
I
graphic.
see what you did there. Graphic in air quotes.
Yes. But I loved it. It was great. She gets revenge on some jocks. It was great.
Does she bite the jocks?
I believe she tears one of their dicks off. So, yeah, it's really good. Okay, so 5 out of 5 full moons, for sure. I will be buying the next one as soon as I find it. Which isn't hard because it's 2016. Alright, then I have Army of Darkness versus Hack Slash. I was excited because I love both. I mean, how can you go wrong? This takes place quite a while after the last book I finished, but I can follow it. It wasn't a problem. She has quit the whole slaying business, apparently at the end of wherever they dropped off before this. I think it was issue 65, something like that. And this picks up there. She's moved on with her life. She's living with this woman, and they've adopted a little girl, and she's doing the home life, you know.
Oh wow, that's a big change.
Right? So she's kind of calmed down, and all of a sudden, Ash shows up at their house. And they go along on their adventure. She leaves the little woman and baby at home. Actually sends them off somewhere else to be safe because they're getting attacked over pages of the Necronomicon. They have to go hunt down the pages, and people are using the spells, and they have to go read newspapers for funny articles of weird happenings, and so they travel around through the whole book, travel through time a couple of times, because, well...
Why not?
Army of Darkness. And, they get down. That was kind of exciting. Like, I was kind of surprised. And, yeah, right.
I am checking out Action Lab's list of comics.
Yeah?
And there's some pretty intricate.
Nice.
What's the title?
80s and Undead.
Oh yes.
Just checking out some of their listings.
The ones that put out Zombie Tramp.
Yeah. Keep in mind, what's out Wednesday? I do cover Action Lab.
Nice.
Their releases. So.
There's the Zombie Tramps. I think there's like 5 of them at least.
Zombie Tramp versus Vamp Babe.
Hey, look, and somebody else I can dress up as.
Yeah.
I decided I'm just going to find
be Vamp
characters
Babe.
that look like me and dress up like them from now on.
Dave says you should have gave it 6.5 dicks ripped off.
Yes. Yes. So, Army of Darkness Hack Slash, it was great. He's witty. You can hear it in his voice, even the way it's written. Phenomenal. Lots of action. Story was solid, easy to flow. My only issue I had with this book at all had nothing to do with the story or anything. It was the condition that the book's in. And it was not the people that shipped it to me. It was the people that made the book itself.
The publisher.
The publisher. It's a mess. The glue isn't glued into the book properly. The pages are coming out of the binding. It's a mess. So I don't know if it's just this run of them that was so messed up. But that was my only concern about this book at all.
In publishing, especially when it comes to trades, this does happen sometimes, and I know most publishers out there, like Dynamite, they don't actually press the books.
Yeah.
They actually pay for a printing company to print it and everything.
It was produced in China.
Yeah, a lot of times if you actually write the publisher,
They'll
in this
send
case
you
Dynamite,
Really?
they will send you a replacement.
Okay, 'cause I might have to do that because I was really upset.
Yeah, you can contact
Like, it
them
wasn't
through
just a
their
little
website.
messed up, it's completely jacked up.
Yeah, I've had to do it on a Batman movie.
Really? Well, that's good to know. But,
I did it to a DC one when I was young. I think I was about 14 or 15.
Well, that's good to know. See, I didn't know you could do that. I was just going to be like, man. you know.
Yeah.
And since you want to collect them, it's sad when you get one that's just completely a mess.
Yeah.
This was written by Tim Seeley, and the art was Daniel Leister? L-E-I-S-T-R. Leister. Put out by Dynamite, as you said. And I give it a 4 out of 5.
Very nice. Very nice.
Full months. And that's all I got.
All right. I'm going to start off with the worst one first. And then they'll get progressively better. Wonder Woman Rebirth number 2. I'm giving it 1 cape.
Jeez. Ouch.
Reason why is they're taking this all the way back to the very, like her origin story. This is year 1 begins here, which is I find odd, especially to start on a number 2 with a year 1. Normally on a year 1 or an origin story, you start with a number 1, or you do like a small, like 4-issue miniseries.
Okay.
So that threw me off already when I opened up the first page and this origin. Wait a minute, what happened to the story I was already reading?
Yeah.
That just kind of left me hanging.
Can't time jump like that.
Yeah. And, you know, it's an origin I already know very, very well. Even though I'm not a big Wonder Woman fan, I am a huge DC fan, as you can tell by the rings.
So you accidentally have come across it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's discussed in many comics.
Yeah.
They go over it in Justice League, Superman, Wonder Woman, even in some of the Superman, like...
Even when they've had her just cross over and they want to explain where she came from. And
yeah, it's in there. And honestly, I didn't even finish it. I got about 3/4 of the way through it, and I had to put it down. I was reading the same story that I've known for years and years and years since I was a kid. So I couldn't do it. Hopefully with number 3, they'll get back to the story that they already had going. Because that was a really great story. It really had me intrigued, and I just...
Well, maybe they had some complaints or something from the new readers of not knowing it, you know, something like that.
It's possible, but you know that's a story that's out there, and you know I thought, you know, with the Rebirth, that's the reason I read so far into it is I thought maybe they've changed something with the Rebirth. Maybe there's something different about her words. It's not. It's the same.
She was a servant of Xerxes or something like that.
No,
you know?
the Steve Trevor being on the island. Yeah, so I just couldn't do it. One cape. Oh, I will probably go back, read it again later this week, and finish the whole thing. But I couldn't do it. I was just reading the same thing I've read hundreds of times. Now, there are hardcore Wonder Woman fans out there. This book is definitely for you. It's an origin story, year 1. It's right there on the cover. Year 1 begins here, and it's definitely one that you would want to have because Wonder Woman's never had a year 1.
Yeah.
So if you are one of those hardcore Wonder Woman fans, you know this is definitely a book that you gotta have. Nightwing Rebirth number 1. Not a big Batman fan. I know who Nightwing is. I know his origin. I know his story. But I don't know any of the recent stuff. And basically this is Dick Grayson taking back the name Nightwing because he's had to been a spy. He's had to leave his secret identity. Nightwing, he's had to leave all of it behind. Now he's finally gotten to the point where he can come back to it. But he is pretty much a servant to the Court of Owls. Yeah. So that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
A little weird. Probably going to pick up issue 2 to see where the hell it's going. But 3 capes.
Not horrible, but not amazing.
Yeah. You know, there are diehard Nightwing fans out there. That is the beautiful thing about DC is there are diehard fans for every character out there. And if you are a diehard Nightwing fan, it's definitely a book you got to read. For myself, take it or leave it. I'm okay with it. Either way. But yeah, 3 capes. Not awful, not fantastic. It's right there in the middle for me.
Okay.
Vote Loki number 2. I had to get this because the first one was just so entertaining, and honestly, I thought Vote Loki was a lark. I thought it was going to be one of those things. It was a 1-issue thing, and it was just going to be hilarious. And I saw number 2 was coming out. I'm like, okay, I got to see where it's going.
I saw those in the store and almost picked one up.
Yes. Now that it's more than just one issue, I'm looking at it with a little bit more scrutiny. When I thought it was just going to be a single issue, one shot, here you go, something fun.
Pass through it, enjoy it.
Yeah, you know, I take a lot of things with a grain of salt. The art, I don't care for the art. It's very cheap, very cheesy looking, and like I said, now that there's going to be more than one, things need to be stepped up. Yeah, and the art is just so hokey, and it looks unfinished. It looks incomplete, and what is there looks rushed. And
it's not just trying to mimic the old style that was a lot more simple.
No, and that's what I thought looking at the cover, because the cover is a throwback to Captain America #1. But that's the art style in here, and it just.
It's just not your style.
No,
everybody has their style that they like visually, that is pleasing to their eye.
It's very low detail. It seems gritty for the subject matter. It just, the art is out of place for the story. And I'm sorry, I just Now, as far as the plot goes, I love it. I think it's absolutely hilarious. It still has that one shot feeling to the plot, the character development and everything. It's still funny. I still enjoy the plot. Just that art
throws it off.
Makes it a little hard to get full scope out of it. This is another 3 cakes. I really can't justify giving it more. That art style just takes away so much of that for me. But like I said, it is funny. It does have a great plot. I do recommend it if you can get past the art. Next up, the new Superman #1. I've actually been looking forward to this for about a year. This is not Clark Kent. This is not a Kryptonian. This is not Kal-El. This is a human born on Earth, complete human genome, and he's not American. He's Chinese.
Huh.
And he's not necessarily the greatest of guys. He's a bully. And
that's a little different.
He winds up in kind of a Scooby-Doo scrape and stands up to a supervillain. He throws a Coke at his head and hits him, and the villain runs off. Probably doesn't want to be seen killing 2 kids in an alley, so he takes off. Well, word gets out and he gets famous. Apparently the government is doing a secret project to create a Chinese version of the Justice League. You find out about the Justice League towards the end of the book, but they turn him into Superman. Yeah, because the Superman that this universe has had died recently. So China's trying to replace him.
Yeah.
Not really knowing that there's another new Superman on the scene. But it is very interesting. Like I said, I've been waiting for this book for a better part of a year. And yeah, you better believe I'm going to pick up issue 2. And you never know, this might wind up in our giveaway pile. New Superman #1. It is a #1 issue. First appearance of this character. So if the character sticks, if he hangs around, if he makes it through the next year, this is a character that's going to stay around for a long time. So you never know. Might wind up being worth a good bit of money. Next up, Superman Rebirth #2. This has to do with the alternate universe Superman living in this universe with his son. And of course his son has started to develop powers, so he takes his son out. A little mission to save the submarine. And not only does he just take him out, no, you're going to help. Giant squid pops up and is attacking the submarine. Superman spots there's an electronic device controlling the squid. He could easily take out the device and be done. Instead, he has his son do it. He holds open the squid's eye and has his son hit it with his heat vision through the eye to destroy the device. And the son doesn't do very well. Instead, burns the shit out of his dad's back.
Bad aim.
And he just stands there. Don't worry, I can take it. Try again.
Part of being a dad.
Yeah. And he tries again and burns the shit out of his dad's back.
Look at my back, boy.
But he does get through and he destroys the device and the squid runs off and then, of course, now Clark has to go home and explain to Lois why he has burns all over his back
Oh.
and why his son was out with him. So yeah, it's out there and it's funny. It's a fun story. I really loved it, especially getting to see their son now start to take on the superhero role, and you get to see him have some dialogue with the little girl next door who saw him kill his mother's cat on accident. It was accidental. An eagle swooped down, grabbed the cat, took off. He was just trying to burn the eagle, and he burned both of them. So he's trying to grapple with that, and the little girl saw all that take place and didn't say anything. Apparently his dad already knew because they were talking about it.
Look at her like that.
Yeah.
Shit, it can burn my hand.
So it's great to see this whole new character start to develop. You know, there's always been, you know, the Lois Lane, Clark Kent child lurking in the background of the stories for decades. But now we're actually starting to see that character develop and take on its own life. And it's really cool to see that happening. And it's about damn time.
I would say, how many years in the making is this kid?
Oh, crap. Since the early 90s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I've been a Superman fan since way before that. So I've been waiting on this for a very long time. And like I said...
Is it everything you hoped it would be?
Yes, and more. And a lot more. But yeah, it's great stuff. 5 cakes, highly recommend it.
Awesome.
What should I do next? Civil War or Green Lanterns?
Green Lanterns.
Alright. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Now, I've been reading Green Lantern Solid since the end of the New Guardians and the end of the Red Lanterns. And, of course, with the DCU, you had this whole new Hal Jordan on the scene. He used a gauntlet instead of a ring. It was experimental. And then he had a showdown with the Parallax Hal Jordan right in front of his brother and nephew. And the Parallax ran off, and the Hal Jordan with the gauntlet vanished in a huge burst of emerald light. Now, we hadn't seen that Hal Jordan since.
Yeah.
We've seen this new DCU Hal Jordan. And, you know, that kind of left me hanging. What the hell happened to him? Did he die? What? This gets right back to that character. He disappeared into the emotional spectrum itself.
Yeah.
He's been lost in it, just like Barry Allen's been lost in the Speed Force. The problem is if Hal Jordan cannot hang on to memories, all that will be left of him is his will alone. And all he will do is just blend in with the rest of the emotional spectrum. So it's him as a construct. He creates another construct in his hand, a little green rock, creates an anvil, creates a hammer, and he begins to hammer away at the rock and turns it into a Green Lantern ring. Removes his gauntlet, takes the ring that was made from a construct that was powered by the gauntlet, puts it on his finger. It forces him out of wherever he was.
Yeah.
So he's Green Lantern again, and he's returning. Now we have 3 Hal Jordans in this one universe. We have
like a paradox, like
something
bad gonna happen.
We have the Parallax Hal Jordan that's still running about somewhere. We haven't seen him since that issue either. We have the new Hal Jordan that's training Simon Vaz and Jessica Cruz, and now we have the DCU Hal Jordan as well. Eventually, all 3 of these gotta meet, and it's gonna be a hell of a show. So 5 Ks, it's fucking incredible.
Awesome.
Nice. One more thing, I actually forgot to mention. About the Superman issue 2.
Nope, no, go back.
No. I wish I could give it an even higher rating because there's a return of a character that has always been one of my favorites, even especially since the Reign of Superman. The Eradicator. Which, for those of you who read the Reign of Superman back in 92 and 93, you'll remember as, for years, he was Superman's arch enemy. He's Kryptonian by creation. He is a weapon. He is a destroyer. But when Superman was killed, he became the Resurrector. It was his job, his programming, to resurrect the last son of Krypton. He's back, and it looks like he's an enemy once more. So yeah, if you're a fan of Death and Return of Superman, you need to start reading this. It's good stuff. But yes, 5 Ks for the Green Lantern.
Awesome.
Civil War II, number 3, 5 capes. I don't want to spoil anything, but a very popular, very long-lived character, a founding member of the Avengers, dies in this issue.
Damn.
And I'm not going to say anything more than that. I'm going because the cover. Well, I can't even tell you about that because I would let you know. You have to read it. I'm not spoiling shit. I'm not going to go into an in-depth, detailed review. 5 capes, 5+ capes. This is a must-read for, even if you're not a Marvel fan, if you're just a comic book fan, this is a must-read. Very wild and out there. And Steven, you read this issue as well.
Yeah.
And what did you think of it?
I actually really enjoyed it, but it's got that definite surprise in it.
Yes.
That we discussed before the show, and I won't ruin it for anybody. It is a must-read, and it is a must-own. This is not one you're going to want to get rid of.
Yes. I will be keeping mine. I'll probably be getting an extra issue for a giveaway.
I actually want to try and get that one signed because that one's definitely going to have value.
Yes, definitely.
It is a
definitely.
first.
Yeah. Of all the things that have happened to all these characters, it's never happened to that one.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's been attempts and shows, but never a true. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's confirmed.
Yes.
He is dead. So, yes, it's a he. I gave that a.
And with them, you never know. I mean, sometimes they are known to kill characters permanently.
Yeah,
and never bring them back.
Look at Wolverine, Gwen Stacy. The Gwen Stacy of the standard Marvel universe
The
has
original
never
Captain
returned.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Done. Never returned. Will never be returned.
So yeah, there's that. And this would normally be the time we'd go on audio break, but we don't have any audio right now, so. We were going to have a giveaway of a sort tonight, but that didn't work out. Instead, what I do have to give away, and the first person who answers this question correctly, and I had to think really hard on the question myself, and I was there. I have 2 tickets to Mysterious Ways, a YouTube tribute band, for, what the hell is this for? July 29th at the House of Blues. 2 tickets.
It was U2 tribute band. When you said it, it sounded like YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Sorry, good. YouTube.
That would be good. That'd be a hell of a long set. It is a U2 tribute band. I have heard good things about them. I have looked into them. But if you can tell me the first person we interviewed, these tickets are yours. And I actually had to. Yes.
Okay, very, very first.
Not just on the show, but the first person we actually had an interview for. And like I said, I had to think really hard on it because we have done a lot, and we've had friends of ours on the show, and it really wasn't much of an interview; it was just hanging out. But our first legitimate interview, and I really had to rack my brain.
Now, are we talking Spreaker interview? Are we going that far back?
Very first.
Yes, it was before we actually had a full-blown weekly YouTube show.
Okay.
It goes way back before that.
And where do they answer that at? Are they answering that on
Facebook or on the YouTube chat? If you're watching us live right now, hit us up on there if you know it.
We're watching, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're probably racking their brains. Shit.
When is the show for?
Huh?
When are the tickets?
July 29th.
That's
So
2
we
weeks.
can give them a week. They can
Yeah.
claim it.
Yeah, if it hasn't been claimed in a week, it may be called off. Because sometimes we do have to mail things to people. Sometimes they go to a drop point and they go get picked up.
And sometimes
Sometimes it's somebody who knows us personally and they can just swing by and pick it up. So, we'll give it a week. See who's got it. See who can figure it out. Yeah. But one of our friends has a connection and got us these tickets.
Nice.
So, yeah, I saw that. Well, this would normally be the time we take a break.
What'd What'd y'all see?
Huh?
What they saw?
Oh, I'll tell you after the show.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Now we can talk about. Right now we talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
Right now we talk about me getting tacos.
Oh yeah.
We talk about how pissed off I am.
Oh yeah.
That was after I glued it.
Actually, there's something else about Zombie Tramp. When I was publishing your article on Zombie Tramp, I was going through a lot of the variant covers.
Yeah.
There's some hardcore variant covers out there. Like how are they publishing these outside of the black bag?
I don't know, but it's amazing. Because in the back of them, it shows you the different art.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
I'm reading this at Starbucks. Like, no.
Tacos. Love tacos.
Me too. Tacos are great.
Yeah,
Not
there's
good.
bean
I was
burritos
in
in
there
there
for a
too.
game.
Huh?
That's what them.
Like, are you doing okay? You're pass up a taco?
I know, but I ate like half of a pizza today.
You're not.
Oh, and for our post.
That was the way to your heart. Tacos.
It is. It so is.
It is because I have done that.
Oh yeah. So I got for Valentine's Day a box of chocolates, like the nice heart-shaped box, but all the chocolates were out of it and tacos were in it.
Well, he originally got you chocolates, but we got hungry on the way.
There was one time I sprinkled flower petals all the
Oh,
way
yeah, that was great,
all the way
too.
from the front door
All
the way to the house to the coffee table, and there was roses all over there with tacos sitting there.
Hell right. Hell right.
I took pictures and posted them. I was like, this is the most romantic thing ever. He bought me tacos.
David said thank you. Now I have taco flavored kisses stuck in my head.
But yes, there's a lot of very, very, very risque covers for Zombie Tramp out there. I had to weed through a ton of them to get one that was semi-PG rated.
Yes. Well, I sent the original
Yes.
on the first one. That wasn't as bad. So.
Yeah, I did use that.
I tried to find them for you so you don't have to do that work. I did forget once, though, and I felt kind of bad when after it was posted.
That
I'm
was
like,
an easy one,
"Ah,
actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I felt so stupid. I was like, oh.
I gotta admit, they have a few looking at it because they did the Puppet Master series as comic book.
I've seen those in the stores before. There's a few of them that look really good. Nah, that's awesome. There's one just called Holy Fuck.
By the way, if y'all wondering what that sound is in the background,
Yeah, it's good shit.
it
That's
is
what
one of the most awesome animes out there that I happen to get lucky and find a collector edition of. Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I love some Cowboy Bebop. I'm picky with my anime, but I love that. I watched it back when it was on like Adult Swim and shit.
Yeah, that's when I first saw it.
No, that
Yes.
is badass.
Yes.
I have a wide collection of hot sauces.
By the way, if you don't know, you should really hit Half Price Books up.
Oh, yes!
You can find some amazing shit at Half Price Books.
Yeah.
The Stan Lee autograph book that I have, the Stan Lee Superman.
It didn't come autographed from Half Price.
No, I was there. I got it autographed. I had the one comic book that geared up the works. My comic stopped the machine.
Oh.
That was it was like an assembly line where he was doing autographs.
Until we saw yours.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
because I was the only person in line with a DC book.
Yeah, that might do it.
But there is a compendium out there, and it's over close to NASA Road.
It's on NASA.
It's on NASA. There's a Half Price books
Yeah.
over there. They have that compendium.
Chinese food thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we always go.
They have the compendium, $30.
Nice.
Every book that he wrote for DC, the Stan Lee.
It may
Just
be-
imagine Stan
It may be
Lee's.
40% off right now because they're having a pretty good sale. I don't know if it's still going or not.
Well. They have some other really good books there that I would tell you, but I plan on getting them myself.
So don't go get them.
So I'm not going to mention them.
That's where I got my Lock and Key, the nice hardbound.
They had a pretty
issue,
decent
lock and
section,
key
though.
for like $6.
I was
I'm
pissed
like,
because I bought the Watchmen trade at
yeah.
At the convention, yeah.
One of the cons, and I think it was like $25, and I was like, it's not a bad price.
Yeah.
It's $20,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they had it for like $9 at half price. So ridiculously low price.
I hate that. But you never know what you're gonna find there, and
Yeah.
you know, if you want number 1,
You can't
they
necessarily
might have
go there
number
looking
4,
for a certain thing, but
Yeah.
you can go there with the
and
interest
find
of
some great stuff.
Go there and browse.
Yeah, it's a good browse place.
I definitely found some stuff. In fact, I can show you.
Yeah.
Because if I had gone looking for one,
Go ahead and show off the one you got me.
This is what I got JD, because I happened to find that there and had to get it for him. I got this lovely Beastly going of the entire Sinestro War.
Damn.
Yes, that is the Sinestro Corps War and Tales of the Sinestro Corps.
That's pretty serious, dude.
And then a book on every DC villain.
And there's some weird ones out there
And
that
their
you would
stories
definitely want
and how
that
they
for.
came about.
Yeah, because there are some really, really bizarre villains out there. Because you got to think, DC came about in the 30s. And through the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and 60s, there was a lot of really weird heroes and even weirder villains.
Drugs are bad.
Or
really
bad, okay.
Or really good if you enjoyed them, but
That's where I originally got it from.
yeah. And I remembered.
Yeah, because I wanted to hit my vape and...
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not the worst. Completely dry cotton might be worse than dead batteries.
Fire in your mouth.
Ugh. Ugh.
David says he hasn't been there in a while, but he loves the downtown two-story.
Yeah.
Oh, the one over close to Rice Village. Yes, I love that one as well. If you're a comic book reader and you find yourself there, they have a unbelievable amount of individual issues.
And they have way more records than the NASA one.
Yes, they do. I will say this: the NASA location has all the trades that happened between the Sinestro Corps War and Blackest Night. Sins of the Star Sapphires, Agent Orange, Rage of the Red Lanterns. It's all there. They have it all.
David says he forgets the name, but there's a good used bookstore off of Spencer and Space City Boulevard.
I don't know that one.
I know which one you're talking about. They have really odd hours though.
Spencer and Space City.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, there's.
Oh, we're like it's like a mainly for books though, right? Like for
Yeah,
kids
it's
and
mainly
books.
college books.
I don't think I've ever been in it.
They have really odd hours. So it's hard to catch them when somebody's there.
Out in Beaumont, we found a good one called Second Charles.
Shit, he found a
That
decent
was a
comic
good
book
story.
at what comic did you find at that candy store that one time in Rice Village?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Cable number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then he
First
walked up to
printing.
him and he asked him, how much y'all charge it? Because they just had comic books kind of
Yeah, I
sitting
thought-
behind displays of candy.
It was all
Randomly.
80s style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like it was
There's
part of the
display.
decorations. And then he
Yeah.
asked if it was for sale, and they said it was how much?
Like $1.50.
For
What?
each, any book in the store was $1.50, and then
And you're
that
like,
one
I'll
was
take
sitting
them
there.
all.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't have any real money on me.
Well,
But I
you
saw
walked around
that
kind of looking at some of them, looking them up, seeing what was
Yeah.
worth it to invest the $1.50 in.
because I do
nothing.
do comic book appraisals.
Yeah.
So yes, I have the price guides. I do look at actual
Yeah.
prices they're selling for. I do that, and I saw that Cable number 1 first printing. What, $1.50? That's mine.
Right?
Somebody's not looking these up.
Those are the best ones, though.
And it was the best condition comic book they had there. So yeah, I grabbed
Yeah.
it. And no, it's not worth an insurmountable amount of money, but it's
No,
worth
but-
enough that I can turn a profit.
And even if it's not that much of a profit, as long as you enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's definitely books, like, some I'll buy because they look kind of cool and I think it'll be collectible. And then there's ones you just buy because you love.
Yeah. Most of the comics I buy because I love them. But you
There's a
know,
few I buy just
Yeah.
for the cover. I won't lie.
Yeah, that's why I started reading Avengers Standoff. Because the cover, it was all yellow cover, and it just had that black stamp, Standoff.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Let me grab
They're
that.
showing me in there. Go check it out.
Yeah. So, yeah. And Superman number 75, it was an all black bag with just a bloody Superman emblem. I didn't know what the hell it was. I knew there was a bad fight going on. Like, this has got to be good.
Yeah.
So, you know, at the young age I was, I bought a bunch of them. And of course, I don't have them anymore.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of new ones.
Okay, I got a question for you.
I have an answer.
I hope you do.
It may not be the answer you want, but I have one.
That's alright. Alright, I've seen some comics and stuff put in black bags with like logos and cool stuff on them. Would you open those?
Now, see, here's where it gets.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Here's where it gets
Do you
really
buy two, open one, and
dicey.
leave one closed?
Now, when it came to the end of the Fantastic Four, I bought in triplicate and quadruplicate.
Yeah.
I bought a ton of extra issues, especially of the last arc. As a matter of fact, there's one set of them sitting right there. A lot of those older books, especially from the 90s, those bags are not what they call storage safe or archive safe. They're not acid-free bags, and they will deteriorate the book inside.
Oh.
Yes, a lot of those collector's item bags that you see out there. And now here's where there's a catch-22. Especially, like, even mentioning, you know, Superman number 75. It was an all blacked out bag. It's worth more in the bag. However,
But
that bag is not
damaged the
archive
book.
safe. Yes.
Oh.
Now, like I said, I bought a bunch of them. And yes, I opened one and I read it, and I did buy a newsstand version that came out the week after.
Yeah.
Which had a different cover on it, no black bag. And I bought quite a few of those. Now I have some of both. I have some still in the bag. I have some that have been taken out of the bag. And I have some newsstand covers as well. But it is a catch-22. When you see those colored bags, you really got to be careful. Look into the publisher, look into the printer, see what they're using.
I say you'd think that the book companies would want them to last and not deteriorate the books. You'd think they'd use better.
Well, back in the
quality
90s, they
stuff.
weren't thinking about that. The bag was supposed to get you interested.
Yeah, and in the 90s, you know, archiving wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah.
Now, you know, people will buy up bulk amounts of comic books and they'll archive them and they'll sit on them for years, decades.
Well, one of the Harley Quinn ones comes in a black bag now.
It does.
With a cool like Harley Quinn blah blah on
Little
the bag.
black book.
Yeah.
See, I bought.
I do believe those are archive safe.
They are.
I do believe
that one is because I bought one and opened it that we reviewed on the show.
Yes.
And then I kept one of them.
Okay.
Which I don't know what cover it is though.
Yeah.
It's the only downfall.
It's just like
You don't know what cover it is.
And that was the thing for the little black book is there were, I believe, 6 different variants. Seven different variants for each issue.
So you didn't know which one
you didn't know which one you got.
Like the one I opened was one I actually wish would have stayed closed because it was the drawing one.
Oh yes, the sketch. The sketch or the inked.
The sketched.
Sketched.
And
those are the most beautiful.
They are.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize, you know, as an artist, there are several different phases of the art. You have the sketch, then you have the inked, then you have the color, and then you have the one that's got having everything superimposed and everything on it. The sketch one, not everything translates to the ink. So that sketch, you'll get all those gradients and shading and, you know, using gray tones instead of colors that you don't get in the inked version or the colored version. So there's a lot in that. And I've always thought that's the most beautiful covers out there. And even now, I will find sketch variants, and a lot of these artists, if you follow their Instagrams or their Twitters and Facebooks, they will post just the sketches.
Yeah.
And I'll grab them and I'll print them and I keep them because it's to me it's so beautiful to see like that level of detail and nothing but a pencil.
Yeah.
I've always thought that, and I probably always will. But you know, that's something that may not have even been published, and it is cool because you very rarely will have the same person doing pencils, ink, and color.
Yeah.
Normally, it's 3 different people. So
I always thought that was so weird.
Yeah. So the person inking doesn't have the same vision that the person with the pencils has. So things are going to change.
Honestly.
Yeah. Things are going to get changed and tweaked here and there. But that pencil one, that is all heart.
Yeah.
Ink and color, I'm sorry to say, is business.
Yeah.
right there, that pencil sketch, that's the heart, that's the love.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of love put into that art, and I love it. I love it back.
David says best to buy 2 of them like toys. You always want, one sealed. People always want sealed stuff, which is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the black bag, if it's still in the bag, it's worth more than one that's been opened.
Well, like I picked up those premieres I picked up from Matt.
Yes.
Were the sealed double comics, I've kept them sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Because, now of course they're in a heavy plastic, so they're not going to degrade, but...
Yeah. But yeah, you do have to be careful. If you plan on archiving it, I'd hate to say
Read
it.
up on it.
But yeah, get 2, open one up, go ahead and read it. If it's been read once, it's still in the same condition.
Yeah.
If you know how to handle your comics. And that is a thing.
That's the one bad part. You see somebody just send it off and got it graded and it's still in that plastic.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, because it's the most well-known bag out there, Superman 75, if you still have it in the black bag, you send it to CGC to get graded, guess what? They're taking it out of the bag.
Yep.
They're going to take everything that was included in that bag, because there was a lot of stuff. There were stamps, there was an armband, and there's the actual obituary. That was all inside that bag. They're going to open it up, the bag's going to get thrown, everything else is going in the case.
Yep. So they can't grade it and it'd be approved because it's going to degrade as time goes.
Well, they can't even look at the book.
Yeah.
It's still in the bag, they can't look at the book. That bag can take a ton of abuse and not show it.
Yeah.
That book can't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to show every little bit of abuse. And for those of you who don't know, in case you're wondering, inside that black bag is the tombstone cover, Here Lies Superman. Or whatever it's at. I've got a bunch of them there, over there somewhere.
In the pile.
Yeah, in that pile of mid-boxes. Reboots. It's a discussion topic. See if I can't get the audio up.
Looking over at Patty's notes here.
I had to put up a folder last week from someone spying at my notes.
I can get the folder back out, Steven.
I know, I saw it. I was like,
Wasn't that great? It was like when it happened, it was hilarious.
I was picking because nobody liked my baby wife.
But then, when I rewatched the show Monday, it was twice as funny to watch. Like, seriously, I was dying laughing during it. Watching it again was way funnier.
Tanya.
Right?
Alright, apparently we're not getting the audio up for the second half.
Well, you better hope they came over.
Well, I do have a backup, so next week we should be squared. But, yes, reboots. There's been a bunch of stuff being rebooted left and right all over the place.
I found the definition, or the difference between remake and reboot. I had to look it up. I felt silly, but I did.
Alright.
A remake is just being remade.
Mhm.
Obviously, same type of story. But a reboot is when they change it, like they did with 10 Things I Hate About You was The Taming of the Shrew.
Yes.
And Clueless was Emma. Yeah, right? I looked it up. So, yeah, I had to look that up. The difference between a reboot and remake. So I was like, it sounds the same.
Well, now you have a whole new generation to
remix.
remix. Thank you, Doug Jones, for introducing us to that. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Mm-hmm. And they're currently working on Nosferatu.
Yes.
Everything's going to be original style, original script. It's just going to be a talkie.
Which, the funny part is, Nosferatu was, banned for a long time.
Yes, they got sued because it is directly from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
But it was done in Germany at the time, so...
Yeah.
Nazi Germany.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. I had to read up on it and find out more on it because I was really curious about it.
Because I do love the film. Max Schreck I still say is an absolute genius in that role. It's a lot of expression, and I have taken into watching a lot of silent films, and mainly Metropolis, because I have the Superman crossover Elseworlds of Kal-El in Metropolis, the movie, not the city. But I read the comic and it didn't make any sense, so I went back and watched the movie, and it is a silent film. And I have to say, I'm amazed at the level of acting that's required, because you have to convey so much physically.
That's why I can't wait to see Doug Jones doing that.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be intense.
Yes.
Because he's such a active person.
Definitely.
It'll be interesting to see how he brings that over. Mm-hmm. And will he still be the happiest person in the world? As he is. I'm sorry. He is the happiest person I've ever met. I will always, until I meet somebody else that's just happy and not on drugs. I mean, I've never met somebody so happy.
And a general nice guy.
Yeah, awesome.
You know, and I asked him about being a Christian and being in Hellboy. I should have asked him about being a Christian and being in Nosferatu. Because that is...
Yeah, I was definitely going to that other side.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you'd have a good answer. Mm-hmm. Because I can guarantee with him, he's thought it out.
Well, most actors can separate it. Separate their personal beliefs from the roles they take.
He actually takes, and like when he said for Hellboy is, to his view, it gave Christianity a good life. So yeah, he does view it on his belief. So if he can't quantify it in his head, then
yeah.
All right, so I see the first one on her list, and that's the one I'm interested in.
Oh yes, that's coming up.
Yeah, I have a long list. I found a list. A blogger sat down and did, I think, 20 horror movies coming up within the next year or so. 17 of them were remakes, reboots, and sequels.
Yeah.
And I have not double-checked some of these. The to-be-announced ones, I'm kind of iffy about some of them. I'm not positive when or if they're coming out properly. So, don't hold me, liable. But it's coming up. I do know that's coming out. I don't know if you want me to read off the list. It's pretty ridiculous.
Go for it.
All right, we have, I'll do them by date, apparently. Amityville Awakening is coming, supposedly, January of 17. Friday the 13th is coming back out, January. Resident Evil Final Chapter, King Kong, Skull Island, Annabelle 2, World War Z 2, Insidious 4. I hear Flatliners is coming out again. Wow. Redone. And that one I did check, and it does look like it's coming out. A new Saw movie, a new Hellraiser, which I did hear was coming out because Doug Bradley refused to be part of it. He refused to sign the contract. Mm-hmm. He didn't like some of the stuff they put in there about like a gag order and stuff like that. He just absolutely refused. So they're going with someone else. Let's see here. Jeepers Creepers 3, because that needed another one.
My wife actually hates that movie.
I didn't like them. I
didn't like the the first one. I didn't care for it.
Creeps her out.
I think
creeps her out.
I've seen the second one 50 times because it's the only one they play on TV. They don't play the first one. They just play the second one. Chucky apparently is coming out. Chucky 7.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel about that. I love Chucky. I love it. I love where he's gone. I like that it went from serious to hilarious because I like that smart ass I like the comedy horror. I absolutely love it. But Chucky 7, I don't know, because the last Chucky movie they came out with, I think fell a little short.
Which one was the last one?
Look it up.
The Seed of Chucky?
No. I have Seed of Chucky. Loved it. It was hilarious.
This is the one with the girl in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
I think the Seed was the last one I saw.
No, they came out with a new one that it took it back to more the scary feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He wasn't as funny. It wasn't, and even the doll itself changed.
It was less of a satire and more.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling up a list right now from IMDb.
That's not what I told you.
What they're dated and proven upcoming.
Oh yes.
Green Lantern Corps.
Yes.
2020. Wicked. 2019.
That's kind of a redo.
That's what all these are.
Yeah. Okay.
Sword in the Stone is being redone as a live-action adaptation of the original animation.
I'm interested in that.
The Invisible Man's coming back, 2018. Tomb Raider, apparently they're going to redo the original. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance.
I don't know what that is.
Murder on the Orient Express. That'll be a good one.
Flatliners.
Agreed. 2017. Jumanji. That kind of pisses me off, actually.
Yeah, that actually started a couple of years ago. Them trying to kick up some
Yeah.
fire in that.
See, that's one of those films. I can be proven wrong, but I doubt anybody's going to do it like Robin Williams was able to.
Well,
I just,
I have some dirt on that, and remind me, and I'll go over it after we get through the list.
The Mummy.
damn it, I like those ones.
I heard that.
Why do you gotta touch something that was
Going
good
in Style,
already?
I don't even know that one. Ghost in the Shell is coming out as an
There's a lot of
actual
drama about that one
animation.
too.
Power Rangers, of course.
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast.
Heard about
Live
that.
action though?
Adaptation.
Live action,
It's probably
yeah,
live
okay.
action.
Yeah.
That I could see.
Sleepless. Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage.
Yes, that
Sequel.
one almost fell into development hell.
Friday the 13th again.
Yeah, I had that one on my list.
2000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah. I heard about Suspira too.
Yeah.
Who's directing 2000 Leagues?
2000 Leagues Under the Sea, director Brian Singer.
Brian Singer. Okay, so it's not going to be a remix, but it should be good.
That one I can't wait on.
Yeah.
Well,
Death
Death
Note. The live animation.
Yeah, that it looked like it was gonna be great.
Of course, we already know the Magnificent Seven has already come out. Of course, we know they've redone that. They redid Ben-Hur, so now this is getting to the ones that have already been redone. Leatherface, which we'll be seeing.
Yeah, Leatherface is coming out. I
Uh,
don't think it made this list, but I did see it coming.
the Stooge.
Children of the Corn, I hear, is coming out with another one.
Yeah, that one fell into development hell for a while too.
Yeah.
The live action edition of Ultron is still a rumored. Escape from New York is still a rumored. The Entity, Barbarella, Logan's Run, which I've actually heard a little more on that.
Yeah, I have some insider information I'll share after the
Red
show.
Sonja, which I've heard that forever. Commando, we already know is confirmed. Naked Gun, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
But I don't see how they're going to pull that one off.
They're having a hard time. I believe they're having a hard time finding a studio to back it.
And then this one that kind of bothers me too, and I've seen this one on quite a few, is The Crow.
See?
Yeah, that one. There's been a lot of rumor and talk about The Crow,
And then
and you got a whole lot of people who don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
Then you have, and I already knew this was coming for a while, was the Expendables, which is the female edition of the Expendables,
Yeah.
which I knew that was coming. Never Ending Story,
Yes, that one.
That I'm not as upset about.
Hellraiser,
Yeah, I got that one on my list.
I Am Robot again, Retribution,
The Blob.
I would be really,
Alright.
I love The Blob.
Alright.
Both
That
both
one's
editions
okay.
so far, I love The Blob. Always have.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery. I Know What You Did Last Summer. God, don't look
Yeah, I
at
heard about that one.
Dungeons and Dragons. Please fix that shit.
Apparently, what's really paving the way for that is World of Warcraft movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks because when I first saw Dungeons and Dragons, which I still watched it and was like, all right, I'm going to enjoy this.
Jeremy Irons.
Yes. And then now, I actually like Dungeons and Dragons 2 better than I liked 1.
Did it have more Jeremy Irons?
Mulan, Private Benjamin, oh god.
I believe Mulan's going to be a live action. That's what I read in here.
Wow.
Clue,
I liked Clue.
Akira,
Those
which is
ones, I don't
another
think
one.
they needed to read.
They don't have a date on this one, but that one's already been filmed. Akira. Nightmare on Elm Street, Masters of the Universe.
Yes, there's been a lot going on with that. Once again, I have some insider information I'll share after the show.
Thomas Crown Affair, Highlander, Big Trouble in Little China, which that's another confirmed.
Yes.
Gremlins 3, oh my god, please.
But is it going to be more like the first one or more like the second one? Because they were completely different movies.
Well, yeah, because the original was actually meant to be scary with
and the
light
second one
comedy.
was just
The second one's comedy.
hilarious. I love the second one.
I'd like to see a mixture of the two.
Yeah.
Give me some more scares and then make it hilarious as hell. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Jacob's Ladder. That'd be interesting. Roadhouse.
Yes, that one has had a lot of pitfalls. Roadhouse, of course, the definitive movie of Patrick Swayze. That, and of course, Dirty Dancing.
Well, and we know it's going to be the female edition because the main stars are on the rising.
Ah.
Yes, and yeah.
Fantastic Voyage.
I got one on my list that pissed me off.
Guillermo del Toro is actually doing
Wait a minute.
Fantastic Voyage.
If they do another Roadhouse, they have to put Sam Elliott in it.
Yes.
Have to. That is mandatory. If you can't put Swayze in it, you gotta put him in it.
I love
Untitled Spawn reboot.
Yes, Todd McFarlane has been working diligently to get the ball rolling on
Because he's
that.
trying to get himself back into the spotlight again.
Yeah, like I said, been trying to get the ball rolling on that. Just having a hard time.
Now this one,
finding-
I've been waiting for that one too.
Oh, that's on my
The
list.
Craft.
That pissed me off. Don't
Craft
touch
is
it.
being redone.
Don't touch it.
Yes. American Psycho, Scarface. Are they gonna bring Al Pacino back?
Probably.
Bad
Probably have
too.
cameo.
Bad. Don't touch it.
Starship Troopers.
Yes, I love Starship Troopers.
That is the greatest, one of the greatest B movies out there.
Well,
It's not
it
meant to be a
is.
movie.
It is.
Starship Troopers. That again, the word's still out on whether or not it's a sequel or a reboot. I know
They
the
already have
writer.
what, 2?
3.
They have
Yeah,
3
They have
already?
3
Shit.
fucking movies. And an anime edition.
Yeah, the writer wants a higher budget sequel
Yeah.
to equal the first
Yeah.
movie because the rest a lot of people don't even know they're out there. But of course, it's not a lot of studios want to do that.
See, I'd be with that one, David. A reboot of Candyman Hook On.
They already did one of Leprechaun. It just came out.
And
It was
I'd say-
mediocre. It was completely
Was it still
different.
Warwick Davis?
No. No.
See,
It was a
if it ain't got
monster.
Warwick Davis in it, I don't give a shit.
It wasn't like Leprechaun. It was like a monster. What was it called? Origins?
I think so, yeah.
It was. They called it a leprechaun, but it was this weird monster thing, and it didn't talk, and it just.
The Birds remake.
Yes.
I would be very interested
yes.
for that one to go right.
there's a lot of talk about that. It's actually generating a lot.
Well, you know, and that's something. I am a huge Alfred Hitchcock fan. Always have.
Me too. That's why I sat through that.
So
piece
I
of
would
shit.
love, I would love to see them because I mean we know Hollywood's running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They're having to redo everything.
Obviously.
So let's take some of the the old Vincent
Yeah.
Price,
Yeah.
the old
But-
and redo them correct. Well, all right, 13 Ghosts wasn't bad.
Oh, that was so.
13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo?
No.
Live action that
It
shit.
wasn't
Yes!
bad, but I can go for that too.
On your page.
Scrappy.
Let's see, Ocean's 8,
Oh my god. No.
Memento, Legend of Conan. We already know that's partially been
I'm waiting
done.
to see if the
Yeah.
last one. that
Death
just
Wish.
came out- Which one was that? That sounds familiar.
Death Wish is Charles Bronson.
No, maybe I didn't see it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
See if y'all can do better than the first one.
No, actually, the writing team that they had behind Legacy, apparently the reason Legacy didn't go any
that
further
was
than
there.
it did is because they wanted to refocus all that quality and writing skill onto a movie.
Strangers, Stargate. This one I can't wait for. Police Academy, The Next Generation.
Oh, God.
I want the guy that makes the noises.
Yes.
I want
Michael
him.
Winslow.
Yes.
Love him.
Me too.
A Prophet. I don't know that one. Orphanage. I know that one.
Yeah.
War Games. That's already been discussed quite a bit.
Wow.
Fletch 1.
Oh, no.
W-O-N. Not O-N.
Yeah, when the man Fletch is about to interview, turns up dead, Fletch takes it upon himself to figure it out who killed him. I wonder if it's going to actually be Chevy Chase this time.
Well, he does need to work.
The Seven Samurai. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Creature of the Black Lagoon.
I'm down.
Short Circuit. Oh,
No.
don't fuck up Johnny
No.
Five.
Stop it.
Don't fuck up Johnny
Stop
Five.
it, people.
Tiny space over here.
Confirmed? Like,
Yeah, these are confirmed.
holy shit.
The Grudge, which I already knew that was going
Yeah.
to come out with another one. Day of the Dead.
Eh.
Let's see.
So many.
Heavy Metal.
Yes.
Damn.
No.
Is it going to be
I don't
live
know.
action?
Oh, my wife's gonna be so happy.
Kevin Eastman now running Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Okay.
Drop Dead Fred.
Yes, I've heard about that. That's actually been in
But I
development for
really
years.
like the first
All right.
one.
Now,
When are they gonna
have
do it?
any of y'all actually seen Battle Royale?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Got both of them.
It's
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah.
They live
If you
at
haven't
my
watched
house.
this, it's all subtitled, but they're gonna be doing a one that is based on the 2000s, new edition, but it's gonna have English as well. The Black Hole.
Oh God, no!
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which that's
I
already
like
been
the
discussed that they're
original.
redoing
Yes.
that one.
See, some of them I just don't think are
But it's going to be missing my favorite
necessary.
actor.
Well, now the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, they
I
took
see.
so much creative.
License?
Yes, with from that, because that was a comic book. That is a comic book movie, and man, did they fall way off the mark on that
I
one.
like that
But they had
guy,
Sean
though.
Connery.
I don't care, man.
I like the guy that played the Jekyll and Hyde one. He's kind of squirrely.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I love him.
He was
Paul
really
Bettany.
fitting for it. I'll give him credit.
Is that what his name is?
I'm pretty sure that was Paul Bettany.
I love
The Toxic Avenger.
Oh,
Is it going to be as dirty and gross as the old movie?
It's being done by Stephen Pink, which means it's still being done by the same company. It's still being done by Troma.
Okay, well, we can't talk about much else on that.
Yeah.
We know an individual very close to that project.
Yes. Overboard is being redone.
Yes.
Still waiting for you to get to one.
I do love that movie.
Let's see. Time Bandits. Rebecca, I don't know that one. Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be really awesome if they could. I mean, I know he probably won't come back for
He
it,
won't.
but it'd be so great if they could get Rick Moranis back in there, even as like a quick cameo spot,
Yeah.
or have him do the voice of the plant.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
See, I could accept a reboot from something like that because graphics have changed so much.
Yeah.
You really have fun with it.
But the ones that I liked, I don't want them to fuck them up. And the ones I
Exactly.
didn't like, I don't want to see a reboot of that.
Bloodsport,
Exactly.
which they're actually already putting out there. In fact, it's that one's being redone as Jean-Claude Van Damme doing the training for one of the other one's being redone kickboxing. Which has not been listed, but Jean-Claude Van Damme is supposed to be training the new kickboxers.
Wait a minute. Now, Bloodsport, that was the one about Frank Dukes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, okay. Some background on that story. That was supposed to be a true story. Frank Duke's actual career and life and that whole story has fallen under incredible
Great
dispute.
Yeah.
Because nothing can be verified. His entire fight career goes in complete contradiction to that story.
Yes.
So,
I mean, that's just like, back in the day when the first person to do that was John Claude. And that was back when he was actually claiming that he was a martial arts champion during the time that Don the Dragon Wilson was the champion. And Don the Dragon was challenging him to come prove it. Let's see. American Werewolf in London. It's about time they did another one of that one.
yeah.
I like that movie.
Flight of the Navigator. Holy shit.
I caught wind of that 2 years ago. That and Logan's Run, that Flight of the Navigator, and Voltron. I caught wind, and I actually got some of the concept art for those about 2-3 years ago.
Well, we know
gonna
Flight of the
have a little Savage
Navigator had some fight against it.
Yes,
for
it did.
a while, so they've just gotten that. I mean, they still don't have a date when it'll be pushed out. Which all these, by the way, the ones I'm reading right now, they don't have official dates, but they are confirmed. So they have shooting and all that. They just don't have an official release.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's one good thing I can say about IMDb is their data is dead on.
Yeah.
Everybody said some of these, I was like, I'm not positive, but
Headhunters, The Man Who Shot Liberty Vance. We're going to get another nice cowboy film out. Cliffhanger. She's All That.
why do they need to put on another one?
I think they put them out.
Firestarter, which we knew that one was getting redone.
Okay,
Weird
that one I'm
Science,
alright with.
we knew that was getting redone.
Yeah,
Manhunt, Sister Act, I'm okay with that. Please redo
I'm
it.
not.
Untitled Batman reboot, which we know all those are coming.
Yeah, that's Batfleck.
The Wolfman,
I heard about that one.
The Fugitive, Ghost Graduation.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Shaft.
Yep.
So is Samuel going to be back in it again? Time Cop, The Bodyguard,
See, some of these I just don't feel need to get remade.
Perry Mason, Romancing the Stone, The Thin Man, which that's going to be going all the way back to the 20s.
Yeah.
Phantom Toll Booth, House Party,
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Blue Thunder,
I watch House
Blue
Party, I watch
Thunder,
the
right?
old one, damn it.
Videodrome. What? You remember that one? Don't you?
Yeah.
Young Sherlock Holmes, Alien Nation. I've waited for that one for a long time.
Alienation?
I used to watch them. Look out of that. Explorers, All of Me, The Howling. I've been waiting on that too.
Oh, I love those movies.
I do too. But it'd be interesting to see because he's taking the new.
Yeah.
Angel Heart, Chopping Mall. I don't know
I
that
don't
one.
remember that.
Big Man remake, Japanese remake, and the Cineplex.
Okay, so this last one I had that pissed me off the most isn't on there. I'm hoping and praying
Which
that
one?
it's
The
nothing.
Craft?
No.
Oh, Halloween?
Halloween?
There's.
Again?
I really
and again?
hope not.
And again?
Because how many times can you redo the same fucking film?
That I was, like I said, I had no proof. It was a to be announced. It's scheduled for October.
And it
supposedly,
may
but-
actually be there, but with IMDb, unless they can get from the director and from the person they want.
Yeah. Like, I was okay with Rob Zombie redoing it because his style is so completely different. And I love his movies. Like, absolutely love all of his movies. Even the weird ones.
Okay, sorry, let me get back to this so I can answer all these.
But what the hell?
Okay, sorry. Yes, the first Gremlins was PG-13 rated. Like I said, I'm really actually interested. It's not going to be a sequel to Battle Royale. It's just going to be a remake of it in the 2000s. Yes, I agree. There should be a time limit. There should be a limit to how many times you can reboot a movie.
Yes. Oh
yes,
my God,
Little
yes.
Shop that was made with Rick Moranis was a remake because that's way back to the black and whites. But it would be interesting to see it make into our new level of tech
effects and stuff.
I mean, really being, of course, it better be gory.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, when the plant's
Make it a
eating
little bit
people in your hair and
darker.
chop them up, get
make
a little
it
twist.
darker.
Let Rob Zombie do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's get this shit right.
Genius.
Get your right songs.
Right.
Young Sherlock Holmes better be a completely different story. If it's a remake, it's not going to be a completely different story.
Yeah.
It may have minor changes, but not by much.
I do have news on the Logan's Run, it and the Voltron. Of course, and Flight of the Navigator. I've been following very closely. Flight of the Navigator, of course, was independently written, and of course, Disney made the original. Now, Disney, of course, saying no, that's our movie, but it was written independently.
Yes.
It was optioned to Disney.
Yeah,
and
so
that option has
that's
since
what they were
expired.
fighting over is Disney was trying to say no, we have a right to up anytime we want to, and they're like no, that was an old contract.
Yeah, and so of course that's
now
whether or not that's going to fall in development hell. It's very likely. It's been in development for 2 years, so there's good odds on that. Voltron with the Netflix series, of course, they're going to put out at least another season. And then that's going to give it enough traction, I think, to get somebody to back that.
Yeah.
I would like to see the last Starfighter remake. I would love to see that remake.
I would like to see a remake, not a remix.
Yeah, remake, an actual remake.
Yeah, let's get a writing team in there. Let's get a script rewrite. Let's improve some things. I do love that story, and there's actually somebody who actually became really famous now in that movie, and I cannot remember who it was.
Actually, a couple, if I remember correctly. But I'll look it up.
No, it was like a very, very small cameo. I believe it was somebody riding in the red truck in one scene. But there have been whispers about remaking that, but once again, having a hard time finding anybody to back it. Logan's Run, at this point, a lot of people consider it in development hell. They've been trying to reboot that movie for the better part of a decade now.
Yeah.
I do love that movie. And I love the book. The book is extremely different from the movie.
Yes.
In the book, it took place in space. In the movie, it took place on Earth. I would like to see it remade in the same way that it was made the first time. I would like to see it remade on Earth because it gave a whole new feel to a lot of things that weren't in the book. A lot of things that the characters experienced in the movie that they couldn't experience in the book. But the word is the current script that's out there floating around is based more on the book.
Yeah.
Now, that was a low-budget movie, and of course, to put it in space at that time would have been
some
very...
low-budget movies.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm a B-movie fan.
Yeah.
I always had
huge
them, but that was one I remember watching as a kid so many times.
I want to know why this is happening now.
They've run out of ideas.
Well, how?
Nobody's.
I don't understand. Like, it's almost offensive to
Nice.
me. Nice.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I love the movie.
it really is. I mean,
Damn.
oh yes, I agree with you, Dave. Yeah, the sequel to Battle Royale was nowhere near what Battle Royale was. But I mean, I actually did enjoy it. It just did not. It didn't come close to the original. But that happens with a lot of sequels.
But I've noticed that it seems to me, personally, that the higher budget movies, they go to sequel, and the sequel is crap and falls short. But if you go over to the B-rated movies, their sequels
Are always improved.
are amazing. Like
White Noise 2.
See?
That was an awesome movie. It was better than the first one.
Yes.
Had cheaper
Evil
effects.
Dead 2.
I haven't seen Evil Dead 2.
What?
Or Army of Darkness.
That's the good one.
Yep.
I saw
I don't know. You're coming over for movies. That's it.
I've seen the original, and I've seen the new Evil Dead. Now, the original I did not care for.
No, the
I thought-
second one is where it's
I thought it was
at.
absolutely remedial.
The
I could not do
second
it,
one.
but the new one, I loved that.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
because there was Evil Dead 2 I love.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Feast 2 I love. Was nothing like the first one. I let Derek borrow that for a year and he couldn't make it through it. He thought it was so horrible. Every time the mother of the bride comes into the room, you hear this background go, Satan, Satan, Satan. Like, it was the best thing ever. And there were so many sequels of B-rated films that were just phenomenal. Way better. I can't think of the other one. There's another one I'm in love with. It's another number 2.
2 words that will make you cry. Troll 2.
Oh, I love the troll movies. I will sit through some bad movies.
Well, and that's, my wife laughs
And
at
love
me because
every
I will
now.
sit there and watch some movies that they're fucking terrible. But I'm going to watch that whole damn movie.
Oh yeah, just to make sure.
Just to make sure that it doesn't have some great part in it. There's only been one movie
The boy?
that killed me so,
No, you know the
so
voice.
bad I couldn't watch. You know, when I got through watching it,
There's
I tried to take
Whispers.
and that was Kung Fu.
Yes!
Really?
Kung Fu or Kung Pao?
Kung Pao. Sorry.
Yes, I was so pissed off about that.
I got that movie free from Hollywood for my birthday, and I took it back trying to get money back. That was so bad.
That was the worst
Was it
movie.
Tongue?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, I kind of like that
And
one.
all the best parts were shown in the fucking
Yeah.
previews.
I'm sorry to say, there is a lot of talk about them making a sequel.
They need to make a second Kung Fu Hustle.
Yes!
Kung Fu Hustle was hilarious. I love Kung Fu
Or
Hustle.
Shaolin Soccer.
Yes.
Either one of those, I'd love to see.
Yes. But yeah, I mean they're running. They've run out of ideas, or they're just getting lazy.
I said lazy, honestly, because there's a plethora of ideas.
I mean, right now they could go touch off into some of these comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go touch off into Matt Hawkinson. Let's start getting all of them.
Yeah.
All of them put out because those were hellacious stories.
Yes.
With
Yes.
extreme depth that could make beyond unbelievable movies.
Well, you are seeing a huge increase in these studios going to, especially because.
Preacher, a comic, and Outcast.
What's that?
Preacher, wasn't that a comic first? And
Yes.
then Outcast also just came out on Showtime. That was a comic.
Some people might remember the early 2000s Birds of Prey TV show.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fucking comic book.
Yep.
There's some amazing writers out there that just
Here.
aren't being utilized.
You know what y'all need to do? Bring back my Firefly.
Firefly
Bring
was
back
good.
Firefly.
Tanya can second you on that. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
why the fuck are you bringing back the shit that needs to get brought back?
Or
Yeah.
or make
Like
Lex,
Roswell!
make Lex the movie.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
You ever watch the Lex series that you put
What?
on
It
Sci-Fi?
was ridiculous.
Oh, awesome.
Wonderful.
I was reading comic books,
It
alright?
was so awesome.
You didn't miss anything.
It's fucking
Shut your
great.
mouth. It was good. I loved it.
I mean, there's so much stuff they could go ahead and do a redo, or
They
go
don't
ahead and
need
get
to
it, you
redo
know.
these. We don't need a 7th Trekkie movie. I love Chucky,
Definitely.
but I don't think we need a 7th one.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually going to talk about that. I do not understand the concept of Chucky. I can't wrap my mind around.
Draw you a picture?
Fucking draw it. I'm still not gonna get it. It's a fucking doll, man. He's got a knife. Yeah, I might get a stab in the leg, but I'm gonna kick the shit out of him.
And how can he be on top of you and not you be able to throw him away?
That's what I'm fucking talking
You
about.
like 2 pounds!
If that.
Supernatural. Wait.
And you know what? He's plastic.
Yeah. It's
Douse him with hairspray.
Maybe-
Oh, lighter.
Maybe he's like Ant-Man in his full weight stays.
I don't think that's how it works because you see him get thrown around at times.
Yeah. I love horror movies where the bad guy get his ass beat. I love those. Scream, that's why I love those
God.
movies. He got his ass handed to him repeatedly, and Chucky's the same way.
Captain Kirk can't fucking fight. I've never seen him win a fist fight. Ever. And yet he's always fucking fighting. At a certain point of getting your ass whooped, you gotta go, maybe I should let that one do it.
What it is when he acts so badly, it actually destroys his opponent.
We're killing her over there.
Now I watch stuff like I can't watch the Chucky movie because I was getting mad and I'll start screaming at the screen, no matter where I'm at. And apparently I may have coined a phrase for my household. I start going full blown Dora. Dora the Explorer. Yeah, I couldn't stand it when my kids would watch Dora because they make this huge fucking problem that all it needs is a simple solution. There's an alligator and he's stuck on the other side of this river that's not even a foot wide. All right, number one, he's an alligator. He can fucking swim. Number two, it's that wide. Step over. No, it has to be a half hour of trying to figure out a solution.
Yes.
No, just fucking step over it and get it done.
But did you watch Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky? Those
I did watch Bride of Chucky.
They're completely different, and I love those. And Jennifer Tilly, oh, she's my favorite. She is so my favorite. I
We're
watch
just after her for a
anything.
That's sexual.
I will watch anything she's in. I don't care what she's doing. I really don't. She was in Bound. That was amazing. With Gina Gershon.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, about 100 other bad movies. I will sit through them all. I don't care.
You know some of them.
Her squeaky little voice, it's adorable.
I would like to see it come back as like, remember all the old summer camp movies?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool with remakes on those.
Me
Now,
too.
not that the kids now know what the fuck summer
Camp
camp
Nowhere.
is, but
Remake that.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what?
down for the Birds one. That needs to be
Yes.
remade. It was a pile of shit when it came out. I'm sorry. I love Alfred Hitchcock. I love old black and white movies. I love the vintage. It's fine. I really gave it a shot. And at the end, I wanted my life back.
They made
It
a
was
sequel
horrible.
to it.
No.
redo Screamers.
That was it.
Oh, Screamers was awesome. Sci-tech, little things under the ground. Killing. Oh yeah. Redo
What,
that.
like Tremors?
No, robots.
Oh, okay. So it's
I
it's
have-
robots under
I have it at the house. I'll let you borrow it.
I'm sure you will.
Or
Are you
Scanner.
sure? Are you sure Screamers is
I'll have to check the disc and make sure you know.
That sounds
That
like
sounds
Make sure
like
they
an
change the
entirely
video out.
other kind of movie.
But
to me.
you remember Scanners?
Yeah, I remember Scanners.
Scanners would be a good one to remake.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. We gotta go see Johnny Mnemonic at the Dollar.
I mean, shit, they just did Judge Dredd over again.
Yeah.
And that needs a sequel. Dread 2. Give me a Dread 2.
Yeah.
There's actually huge pages all over the net. Everybody's screaming for a Dread 2.
And they ain't even touched it yet.
No.
You don't remember this one right here?
Because the original Judge Dredd was awful.
I don't think I do.
Didn't see it.
Oh, that's fucking great. Like I said, I'm bringing it over to you, bro.
But yes, the original Judge Dredd was absolutely awful. It was campy. That's
Didn't
like
they
that Batman and
Total
Robin
Recall
level.
too?
Huh?
Didn't they just redo Total Recall too?
Yeah.
Yes, they
I
did.
didn't watch the new one
You know,
because I like the old one.
anybody who knows me, anybody who watches the show knows I'm a huge Arnold fan.
Yeah.
And I refuse to watch the new Total Recall because it doesn't have fucking Arnold in it.
Yeah. See, I like the first one. I didn't want to watch the second one.
Well, we were sitting here, and then, I was sitting here, and there was nothing on TV, and the Terminator Salvation was on.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another one that I had refused to watch because there was no
Yeah.
Arnold. And I watched it, and it was a fucking good movie.
Oh, so
I
you're
love that
pissed
movie.
but happy, but pissed but happy.
Yeah, it was like that. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give Total Recall a shot,
Yeah.
and I watched Total Recall, and it was fucking awesome.
Oh.
You just have to go look at it.
There's no Arnie, but damn, it's good. But Terminator made up for Salvation with the last one, Genesis. Got some Arnie on Arnie action.
Yeah.
That was fucking badass.
I've seen
I know that
that
sounds
movie
sexual,
popping up.
but to me, it is a little bit.
A little bit of get to the chopper.
I actually follow him on Instagram, and
Me too.
it was a random day. He was on a rooftop,
Yeah.
and he was leaving wherever he was in a helicopter, and he's just sitting there, and pans around, and you see the helicopter behind him. And, get to the chopper, and that was it. That was all it fucking was.
I love it when people like that you've seen and you love from acting and stuff, and then they're funny as shit too. I love that.
Well, that's how Last Action Hero came to be.
Mm-hmm.
The script was written to make fun of Arnold, and he
Yeah.
fucking loved it. He loved it, and they told him, it was intentionally written to make fun of you. I love it.
Well, it's like Expendables, fucking Chuck Norris coming out and doing a Chuck Norris joke.
Yeah.
I fucking damn near fell on the floor.
Yes.
What did Bruce Willis tell Arnold? You've been back enough.
Yes.
This guy wants to be president.
I hate action movies. I generally will not watch them. I just don't put them on. I see them, I keep scrolling. But those ones, I really, really liked.
Well, the most famous scene in Predator was a scene where they're all shooting off wildly into the jungle. That was a scene the director put in to make fun of all of their action movies at the time.
Yeah.
Because everybody, like, bigger guns, more gunfire and all that. So he had a whole scene of just nothing but just ridiculous gunfire.
Yeah.
And it was to poke fun at all the other action movies. And it's the most famous scene from the fucking movie.
Fucking automatic gas.
Hell yeah, GE minigun.
Get it?
General Electric, we bring good things to life.
Or take them the fuck out.
Chainsaw, what the fuck I need that for?
How many trees? Oh, no problem.
Yeah, so, and Last Action Hero, of course, poking fun at himself. And from what I understand, he actually handpicked that soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah, and as far as action flicks go,
Yeah.
that's one of the best soundtracks out there.
Yeah.
Because there's some really deep music and very wide selection.
Yeah. I'm just so picky with them, I just generally say I don't like them. That's how few of them that I like. I just say I don't like them. Like, I remember watching Mad Max when I was little.
Oh! Ugh. It's all about the
It
car.
made me angry. I hated that movie, and I don't
The
know
first one,
why.
the second one, or the
I
third?
have no idea. I just remember watching it with my dad because he liked that kind of movie, and I just remember getting really, really mad. Like, I hated somebody on it so much that I could not stomach the movie any longer.
Damn.
And so now, every time I scroll through like Netflix or anything, I see it, I'm like, and I need to sit down and try to watch them again because they might be great. I don't know.
Fury Road was fucking incredible. I never thought anybody could fill those boots,
Yeah.
those jack boots, like Mel
Yeah.
Gibson did. But Tom Hardy did a fucking
Yeah.
fantastic job. His
Yeah.
blood bag. That's what they called him. He was a slave to the war boys. He was a blood bag.
Yeah.
He was a living
Yeah.
blood bag.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they just string him upside down and they run an IV straight from him to
Oh,
whatever war
God.
boys using him.
Alright, dude, it says Arnold is so great about joking about his career. My favorite comment is how he used Red Sonja to torture people he hated.
That's awesome. See, I love it when actors have the best sense of humor.
Well, I mean, you know what? If you're going to be, especially
And not
doing
take
all that,
themselves
Oh, yeah.
you got to roll with
seriously.
it and have fun with it.
You know, but you gotta have a lot of respect for Arnold. You know, he came to this country literally with nothing.
Yeah.
And fuck, he
Not
was...
even the English language.
Yeah. Yeah,
Could
he
not
just said-
speak.
Hercules in New York, all dubbed.
Yes.
And of course, you gotta have Red Heat in there. Remake that!
Bring Arnold back. Let's see what's happening.
Let's get somebody other than Jim Belushi, though. I don't know who could replace Jim Belushi in Red Heat.
Out of the current go around?
Bruce Willis.
I don't know that he's got the comedic nature to it. Though.
Oh, I firmly believe he does. Firmly believe. Look at Red.
Yeah, those movies were good too.
The whole 9 yards.
Have his Blues Brother do it.
Dan Aykroyd?
If anybody could actually work and pretend to be Jim Belushi, it'd be Dan Aykroyd.
Well, Jim Belushi's still alive and kicking out there. It was John that died.
Yeah, the brother.
But I didn't care for him in the role.
Recast.
Yeah. But yeah, let's put Arnie back in there. That was
go.
fucking awesome.
Shove him in everything. It's okay.
Just rip a guy's prosthetic leg off, pull the cork out, and cocaine him. It was fucking awesome. He can still do action movies. He proved it with Genesis.
Mm-hmm. That one keeps popping up in the feed too, and I'm going,
It's fucking incredible.
Is it?
Yeah, because in the original Terminator, Sarah Connor was kind of a bitch.
Not kind of.
Yeah, well, she was meek and
yeah.
I don't know what to do. No, not no more. Nah, she's a better killer than the guy that's sent back.
Nice.
This bitch been doing this shit for a while.
Yeah.
She was hardcore in the second one. She was on.
Yeah, well, she was fucking crazy. Well, what else do we want to see remade or rebooted?
How about we come up with something original? I'm sick of the remakes.
Yeah, how about no more fucking reboots?
Yeah.
No, because there's some shit out there that deserves to be rebooted.
Okay.
Or remade.
But there should be a limit. Like
Agreed.
on time period.
We need like some
It
sort
needs
of
to be made.
group for this that actually like has a minimum or maximum amount.
Yeah.
Like the FDA, but for like
yes, for movies.
Expiration date.
Kind of like you can only have so many like roach legs in a chocolate bar. You have to have so many between a
Running Man.
Running Man. Oh. If they did another Running Man, I'd want Arnie to play Killian.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
Right?
That'd be kind of.
I don't do requests. Could you see Arnie walking out on that stage? Who loves you? And who do you love? Fucking big asshole worms. Because he's still big.
You get Jesse the Body to come back.
Oh, fuck. He could be the old man in the sewer. No, Jesse's out there. There's a reason he hasn't had any shows made in a long time. The reason you haven't seen him acting in a very long time. That guy kind of went crazy. He's out there.
You mean on his hunt for all the...
Yeah, exactly that. This Walmart shut down because they fucking unionized.
Yeah, what's his face? He went nuts and he still acts.
Who? Gary Busey?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Gary Busey's entertaining to watch.
Okay.
I just want to see him thrown on a set, no script, no lines.
David says not Killian, but in the Body's old as Captain whatever that was.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. But if they did that, and you could actually get Jesse to like not be crazy for a few weeks, have him play Killian.
There you go.
That'd be tough though.
Christopher Walken.
Just shove him everywhere.
Who loves you? And who do you love?
I want to see Christopher Walken in a porn.
Oh,
you can see Stallone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the name of that movie, by the way, is The Italian Stallion. That's where he got the name for Rocky.
That's funny. Now, there should be rules, though, on remakes and reboots, okay? It has to be more than 30 or 40 years old, and it can only be remade once within, 20 years.
Now, I will say, I like the first Rocky, the second, the third, the fourth. The fifth was crap, but Rocky Balboa, I think, made up for
that. Was
the
really?
It was and I loved that movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
I'm sorry, Keith. Yes, I stole that from you.
I haven't seen the newest one though.
Rocky Balboa.
No, Creed.
Oh, Creed. No, I have not
I have
seen
seen Creed, and it is very good.
Oh, and apparently Foreman went and saw the new Ghostbusters, and he loved it.
I want to see it. I do.
So like I said, I'm going to go see it.
You can't expect it to
but
be
I'm
like
not
the
going
other
in with
Hot
this
hopes.
is original Ghostbusters.
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to go in open-minded.
Yeah, like I said, I
Like a
mean,
new movie.
it was written by the original creator.
Yes.
Everything that was done was through his idea. You know, I can't. It's something he wanted to do for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was to because he knew that there was not going to be another Ghostbusters. With them, so he wanted to bring Ghostbusters through.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to go see it. David says Alex Trebek is killing him.
Oh my god.
He'd have to do something about that fucking mustache.
No.
That fucking mustache is creepy.
Dude,
It's amazing.
if he shaves that motherfucker off, his face will come off. Dude.
I think I've
holding
seen him
together.
without a mustache. It looks
Way back
weird.
when, yeah.
Like really weird.
It's like seeing Chuck Norris without his beard. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I know.
If you watch his infomercials,
All his age is under his beard.
yeah, it's fucking
With his beard, he's
and
like,
that dyed
he
hair.
looks exactly the same.
He dyed his hair
He shaved
black.
his shit, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for his
What the
infomercials,
hell?
he dyed his hair black. It's fucking creepy looking.
Oh.
It's like doll hair. Like, what the fuck is wrong? But you know,
I know he hadn't had the mustache for years now. He looks freaky without it. His face is gonna fall off.
It didn't fall off. Just
that's like Ace Frehley outside of the paint, man.
yeah.
There's something's wrong with that dude's face.
I
That's-
want
that's-
to make another Hellboy 3, but I don't think they ever.
No.
They got killed.
Yes, that officially they officially placed the
Didn't they-
tombstone on that about a year ago.
Yeah, wasn't it Guillermo said that nobody would like it because
Yes.
it's going to change everything?
He was going to destroy the world. He was prophesied to destroy the world, so he was going to destroy it. That's what I had read, but he said nobody would like the ending.
But yeah,
These movies, though.
they couldn't get any traction on it. and-
Yeah.
Fuck it, make it a Quentin Tarantino film. Let's do it.
No,
There you go.
God no. I can't like. There's very, very, very few Tarantino films I like,
I probably wouldn't.
and I'm talking like maybe 2
Yeah.
or 3.
M. Night Shyamalan?
Oh God!
Oh, God.
It'll have a twist.
Oh. It'll be the boy.
M. Night Shyamalan, you know, he has 3 movies that I enjoy because
Which
Which
one?
threes are those?
I know. I'm like,
Unbreakable,
Okay.
I don't think it's
okay.
that.
The Village,
And
and of course the original The Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Six was those.
All right.
Because that was his
I'll
first
give you
like
that.
real big film.
I like 2 of you. Three.
But I say if you're going to say The Hat, then I was going to throw something at you.
Was it you that brought the devil into the relationship?
Yes, I bought The Devil, and oh my God, I just.
You know what? That was not the worst movie I've ever seen, though.
Yeah.
Do we have any answers on our first
No,
interview?
No.
No,
Answers.
nothing on the Facebook either. Well, they got a week,
Yep.
and if they're closer, maybe they'll still get them after that week. But there are a lot of movies out there that I would love to see remade. Logan's Run is definitely one of them. I would love to see that remade.
Well, all right. Let's talk about the remakes that have come out that we've actually liked.
Total Recall, I actually loved it.
Okay,
As
so
much as I
see that.
wanted to hate it, I loved it.
Total Recall, I agree with.
Okay, see, I'm almost embarrassed to say I kind of liked it.
Which one?
The Evil Dead. The new Evil Dead.
Yes!
I did
I'm with
like
you.
it. I
But you cannot go into it with any expectations of the old ones.
No,
At all.
no,
If
no,
you
no.
take
It's
on
made
what's new,
it a different genre.
Exactly. Then you can enjoy it, and I really liked it.
Yeah,
did.
I saw it before I saw the original.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, no, you have to watch the second one with me.
Well,
Seriously.
now think of me watching the new one and then going back and watching the old
Yeah.
one. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, pretty much. There's my favorite scene in the entire Evil Dead 2 movie is she's down in the basement, she's possessed, and she's sticking her face out, and they start stomping on that door, and her eyeball flies out, goes across the room and into this preppy bitch's mouth.
Yes.
That was my favorite scene in the whole movie. By far.
I think the psycho bitch cutting her face off in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. See, it was a completely different kind of movie. Completely different.
That was a gore movie.
Yeah.
That was a straight up
but
gore.
done well.
Yes.
So yeah.
That machete across the knee. That slow drag back across it.
There's some really.
I had that happen at work. I'm like, oh, I know that thing.
Yes. It's the guy that definitely made, your butthole.
Oh yeah, definitely put
I
your
would
butthole.
like to remake Demon Knight.
Haven't seen it.
I would like to see Demon Knight remake.
What other remakes have we seen out there? There's a lot of them.
I mean, I wouldn't call it the Tron that came out was really a
No, that was a sequel.
That was a sequel, but that was damn good. I actually really enjoyed it.
That was a good movie.
It's hard to think of them off the top of your head.
Yeah, it is. Halloween.
I loved Round Zombie Halloweens. I loved them. But, like I said, they were different. Like, it's a different feel. It was very much him. It was... I don't know if it had to do with the time period that they were made. Like, the old ones were made so long ago. The feeling of being creeped out or the grittiness or, like, the harshness of it just didn't come through in the older ones.
Yeah.
That the new ones, they were darker. And I really, really like that.
Yeah. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it is a remake, but The Time Machine.
Yes.
I think it came out in 2001, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It was either late 90s, early 2000s, so it was right in there. I own it on DVD. I absolutely fucking love that movie.
Really?
What the fuck is that actor's name? He was in Iron Man 3. Shit.
I don't know his name. I know you love that movie.
Yes, I love that movie so much. My wife got me a pocket watch with a similar engraving as the one he took with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Freddy got remade.
I haven't seen it.
I actually really hated it.
His name was
I
Guy
hated
Pearce.
it.
Guy Pearce.
Oh, yeah.
And it has Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Guy Pearce, Jeremy Irons, can't go wrong.
What about The Thing?
I didn't see
The Thing? Haven't seen it.
You didn't see the remake of The Thing?
Alright.
And I don't necessarily consider it a remake because it was actually what was happening is more of a prequel.
Alright. The Fantastic Four remake.
Fucking hated it.
If
they had it right.
All the way till
Dr.
Doom.
Doom.
Stopped at Dr. Doom, that'd have been the greatest fucking movie. I'd have been cool with it. Bring me second part.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie. I own
Haven't seen
it.
it.
I liked it.
And I hate to admit this, I like The Rage too.
Oh, me too. Oh.
As much as I hate to admit it, I really do like
The Rage was good. But that was a sequel. Carrie got remade. I like that one.
I like the King Kong remake they did with
Jack Black.
With Jack Black.
I didn't care for it.
So I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those ones I actually enjoyed the
the
interaction between and I can't think of the actress's name and the ape.
I can tell you what turned me off about that movie because I have seen the original. The original was like an epic.
Yeah.
Like it's very hard not to get invested into that movie. Very hard. And I don't know what it is about the new one. I think it was the directing maybe, but Jack Black and his interactions with everybody else seemed kind of hokey, and the cinematography.
Yeah.
It was in extreme high definition, very vibrant colors.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that screws up the whole
Just
tone of
right.
that story. And I just couldn't get it.
Red Dawn, the remake of Red Dawn.
Hadn't seen it.
No.
Okay, I watched it. I didn't like it. Not that I mean, complete story change. So to me, that doesn't classify as a remake because it was different enemies, different,
Yeah.
Leprechaun we mentioned earlier. That I didn't like.
Of course, Let the Right One In's been remade quite a few times.
We own it. I like that one.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't think I saw the remake. They all blend together for me.
Is that the one with Jessica Biel on it, or?
Yeah, I did see that one, and I like that one.
Fright Night, I loved.
Yes.
I loved, but it was funnier to me.
How about Amityville Horror?
The one with what's his face in it?
Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
I love that.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
That.
I think he was great in that role. It's funny though watching him play comedy and then
Yeah.
go to such a dark place, and you're just—it's believable.
Well, where's he pulling this from?
Holy shit! Like, oh yeah, I really like that one. That was a really good one. See, some remakes can go okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes they completely fuck them sideways.
I didn't care for the original Amityville.
Really, I loved all those movies. I loved the sequels. I loved them all. I love paranormal movies, though. I think so. I give them a little bit more leeway, you know.
All right, The Ring. It's a remake.
It is technically.
I did like the remake actually. So
I didn't watch the first one yet, honestly, because
Ringu?
it's a reader.
Yes. Yes.
And I love readers. Don't get me wrong. I love those movies, but I have to be in the right mood.
I can go to my most hated.
Well, wait a second. Well, we're still on Ringu and The Ring. The Ring, they actually took a lot of creative license with and changed a lot of stuff to make it fit for the American culture. With the current popularity of anime and manga and everything, word is that they will be making an American version of Ringu.
Really?
That's the word. That's rumor.
Rumor. Big word. Rumor.
Alright, so my most hated remake that has come out so far, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, I love that one.
I hate it.
Dude,
Loved
that was
it.
great.
Loved
I
it.
hate the fact that they made Willy Wonka seem like a pedophile.
Well,
That pisses me the fuck off.
The first one was so scary. It was
exactly.
It was evil.
It was
fuck.
dark and had all those fucking twists and the boat ride. I love the first one.
I love both of them.
Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say I hate the remake, but I do heavily prefer the original. However, they're actually told from two different perspectives. The original is told from Charlie's perspective. The remake is told from Willy Wonka's perspective.
Yeah.
And
So
it's,
maybe he wasn't
one of
there.
the things I
Maybe
liked about it is that
Charlie
they
didn't
didn't just try to remake it. They made it their own. They made it their own. It's like when you hear a cover of a song and they use the same music, but just have different guys sing it.
Yeah.
That wasn't what this was. It was a whole separate way of going about it. It was a whole separate movie. Like she was talking about going and seeing the new Evil Dead. You got to go into it
completely
open-minded,
not looking at it as the same thing.
Yeah.
What about the new Poltergeist?
I haven't seen it.
Don't we have that one?
I think so.
I think we watched it once.
Yeah,
we
it
need
was
to watch
okay.
that when we get home. Because I don't remember.
Planet of the Apes.
I didn't watch that one.
Actually didn't mind the remake.
I didn't mind it. I don't prefer it over the original, but I don't prefer the original over the remake. They're right even with me. Mark Wahlberg doing a bang-up job. And of course, Heston is Heston, so you really can't replace him.
Angry.
Which one?
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Foreign versus U.S. version.
I haven't been able to watch either one.
Okay.
I haven't seen either one.
I fell in love with. Where's it from?
Sweden, I think.
One of those countries. It's.
I think it's Swedish.
You look it up. Look it up so I'm not wrong. But it's in a different language, and I bought all three because it's a trilogy. It was, you could do it dubbed or you could do subtitles. I watched it both ways. It was a little bit different each way. Fell in love with those movies. And then I was like, well, I'll give the US version a try. It was a steaming pile. I fucking hated it.
It's Swedish.
It's Swedish, there we go. See? I absolutely hated it.
Oh, you people living in speed.
But what made me sad too was I tried to go back and read the books because I love those three movies so much. So I got a hold of the first book. I don't know if I made it past a chapter. It was written so horribly for me. I mean, other people loved it. I don't know if I'm just weird about it, but I hated the books. Loved the foreign movies, and the U.S. version of the movie was absolute pile of shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
somebody was saying too, I can't remember, they said that the American version followed the books closer than the foreign. I don't know if that...
But it didn't seem that much different.
No, it didn't.
Dave wants to know if the Omen remake.
Oh, we had that one. I liked it. It was pretty good.
I don't know that it's better than the original.
I don't know that it's better, or like you said about the other one,
it's
I
kinda-
just kind of...
They're different enough to where you kind of classify them separately.
Yeah.
I mean, they chose the right kid for the dark,
the
twisted
kid was
kid.
good. I love the Omen sequels.
Yes.
I did. And okay, I might be the only person ever. I love the Exorcist sequels. People hated
Actually,
those
I did
movies.
too.
I loved those. As she got older and stuff, I loved those sequels.
I haven't seen all of them.
Really? They were good. I loved them a lot. I need to own those too. Every time I go through this type of stuff, I'm like, how do I not own
Going back to
these?
the priest, the first.
Yeah.
I did see that one.
Yeah.
I know I saw that one.
I remember the flashing lights and the.
Walking Tall.
Love the remake.
Yes.
Absolutely love the remake.
No, I didn't see it.
You want to borrow it?
What's it about?
It's actually based on a true story, and the sheriff it's based on is actually from the same area that my family's from in Tennessee.
Really?
So, yeah.
The Journey.
The Journey?
With it's another one with the rocket.
Haven't seen it.
Really good.
Actually, I do know of a bunch of movies that are rumored that they're starting to write scripts for to be remade. Rudy.
That'd be interesting.
That's one that I firmly believe should not be remade. I think it's a beautiful piece of art that doesn't need to be fucked with.
Yeah.
Well, but you know they're going.
Yeah. If that's something, if you want to put back out there, you Xerox it and republish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add some special features, but don't touch.
Yeah,
the
you know, put it back in theaters.
Yeah.
I would love to see Rudy in a theater.
I got to go back in my probably how old I was, late teens. I got to see The Exorcist remastered and back in theaters.
Ooh.
Oh, it was amazing. Mind you, this movie, I watched it when I was about 13. I couldn't make it all the way through it. It scared me so bad. It took me till I was 18 to actually sit through that entire movie. I could not handle it. I read the book in between there and everything. Oh, it was amazing in theaters. Amazing.
Now, you know, my first real adventure into horror, because, like, it did not scare me.
No.
I thought that was absolutely fucking hilarious. But my first real adventure into what you would call modern horror was The Ring.
Really?
My roommate at the time,
That was late.
Yeah, well, nothing before that, really scared me. And even that really didn't scare me.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a hidden feature on the DVD. If you have The Ring on DVD, move the cursor, and at a certain point, the cursor will disappear. Hit play, and it will play the tape in its entirety.
We have that movie.
Now, I walked into my roommate's house, and they had just hit play.
Oh!
So I'm watching this whole thing, and my roommate's little brother looked at me and goes, "Phone's gonna ring, and it's gonna be for you."
Did they call your phone?
No,
that would have been amazing.
and I'm like, "Who the fuck's gonna be calling me?" It's the girl, and she's gonna tell you 7 days. 7. What the fuck's that mean? She's gonna kill you in 7 days. Oh, fuck that shit! You can come get me now. I'm ready to go.
You know what movie scared me when I was little too? Critters. Oh, that got me. Oh, that was way scarier.
Critters. Fucking awesome.
Way scarier than Gremlins ever was. Them little porcupine ball thing. And oh god.
Or Ghoulies.
Ghoulies wasn't scary. I didn't see that till I was
Ghoulies.
old. Oh yeah. Okay.
Remake of Jaws.
Oh. You know, the funny thing is that's actually on my list of rumored. They're working on getting a script together. Jaws is in there. Goonies.
David says Pete's Dragon is looking kind of scary for commercials.
But that was supposed to be all bubbly and cute.
Pete's Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
That sounds so
They're
good.
making it for adults now, like the people that saw it as
they
kids
grew up
now.
with it. Yeah.
They're going the
I tell you
adult
what,
route.
they need to remake, actually redo just completely Aragon. From the book, Aragon, that movie Aragon was
That movie
The
was crap.
books were awesome.
Yes.
That movie
And
was
I was
garbage.
really pissed off about that because they threw so much in there, and I loved that series.
Yes.
I actually had it on tape for when I was driving, so I could listen to it while I was driving because I liked
And
it.
that movie was crap. They need to redo Lady Death.
Yes.
That movie was a steaming pile also. Make it adult. Come
Well, you know
on.
what? If the new heavy metal makes it,
Yeah.
that could be a possibility.
Ooh, that would be really cool.
Another confirmed sequel, Super Troopers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And funded.
Yes.
That's awesome.
They actually overshot their goal by how many hundreds of percent?
Up to what? I don't even remember.
Everybody wants another one. It was
Yeah.
so good.
I know a lot of cops, and I have not met a cop yet who No,
They all love it.
And apparently the reason why is that's the job, pretty much. Because during the daytime, there's not much to do. Everybody's at work.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah, so
From a lot of
I know a police officer. Mention no names,
mention no names.
who actually has selfie video of him going on the highway going like 40,
Yes.
and everybody not being willing to pass him, and he's like selfieing the video around as you're watching as he's driving for
Everybody's standing
like
behind
20
him.
minutes. Nobody's getting in front of him. He's going like 40. Then he'd speed up a little bit and then slow back down.
Yes, that was awesome.
I can tell you this, and if you drive a car, this is happening.
Yes, I agree. The Dune remake was better than the original.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I agree. I hate saying it too because I love the original Dune too, but the remake was a lot better.
That's
Okay.
one with the rock. Which one? The Dune? Oh,
Dune. No.
Dune. Dune.
A little inside cop secret. If you drive a car, this has happened to you. Had a cop follow you for a couple miles, and you're just sure he's going to pull you over, and then all of a sudden he gets around you and speeds off. That's intentional.
Oh shit!
A whole lot of time in the day with nothing to do, man. You can
Just
screw with
screw with
people
people.
all day
That's why I
long.
laugh being raised by a cop. I'm like, let's go. The insurance is good.
I still get nervous. It doesn't matter. I'm terrified. Even
I'm
if
so-
it's someone I know in the cop car behind me, I'm going, oh shit.
I'm so used to it. I'm like, you know what? They're either gonna pull me over
Yeah.
or they're not.
But it doesn't even matter to me. No matter how much I know, it doesn't matter. It still freaks me out. And they all laugh at me.
The Hulk movies.
If they redo it correctly.
Yeah. I own the Incredible Hulk because that's the only time you actually get the Hulk to talk in his standalone movies. And I thought that was fucking incredible. The moment when he talks,
Yeah.
the shit that he pulled, fractured a building. That's cool. But that's the whole reason I bought the movie.
I mean, like,
For that, like,
I
few
would love to
seconds.
see it redone. I love the current Hulk.
I would love to see a Marvel
Yeah.
remake.
Yeah.
That would be incredible,
Uh,
especially with what is going on in the Marvel universe and everything right now.
Yeah, go ahead and bring that in.
Yeah, that'd be incredible.
But
The Incredible Hulk.
David says they probably ran your plates. So yeah, they're probably gonna run your plates just to
And
see
then
if they have a
follow you
reason
for
to
a little
pull you
bit
over.
longer.
Kindergarten Cop.
Oh
The
my
remake.
god!
I
the sequel with Dolph Lundgren in it.
I loved it.
Horrible!
I fucking love that movie.
Oh no!
I do not care for Dolph Lundgren as an
I
actor.
like him as an actor, but I hated that movie.
I don't like him as an actor, but I fucking love that movie.
The Principal.
The
I didn't see that
Principal.
one.
Haven't seen it.
No, that's one I'd like to see remade.
Oh. I think I have seen. Didn't we watch that one recently?
The Principal?
Yeah.
You're probably thinking of The Substitute.
No, I think it was Invincible. Okay, I watch so many movies that I don't even know all the titles because I'll just be flipping through Netflix and go, that looks alright.
Now I'm probably gonna get a reaction out of my wife. It is a remake. Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I like the one with what's her face.
Okay, yeah, I love the new one. The old one's good, but I like the new one better. Mainly because of the cast.
He gets assigned to this super fast.
For me, it's the new special effects.
When you first said it, I was thinking they were making a new one, and then I remembered.
Yeah,
But I mean, I don't really think of that as
It's not
even a
a James
remake. It's a whole
Belushi, but
different
it's got
story.
Louis
It's a whole
Gossett in it.
different everything. Like, they kept the name.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a different fucking movie
Yeah.
altogether.
They could remake Bullet with that badass car chase in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't think Bullet would do well in theaters now.
Probably not.
'Cause-
Dude with Vanishing Point, but I mean, come on, you know.
My Heather's dad.
Once again, man. It didn't. Vanishing Point didn't do well in the theaters.
No.
Yeah, it's a primarily car chase driven movie.
Yeah, it's a
And
whole thing, but
Very low dialogue. You know, people need more plot now.
well, I mean, they could have like helicopters following him, some half-naked chick in the car with him, just him hopped up, just whoa.
That'd be the silver bullet.
Silver Bullet.
Yeah, the original had, in fact, it had Gary Busey in it. But the kid was in a wheelchair and he's fighting a werewolf.
Huh.
That sounds like a gem.
Oh, another semi-confirmed sequel, Top Gun.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
And the thing that's holding that up is Tom Cruise wants to be in the plane, in the air.
Oh, that looks like a joke.
Because most of his cockpit scenes were filmed on the ground for the original. And he actually wants to be in the air in the plane. And, of course, that's a huge insurance liability.
Yeah, they're redoing something.
Yeah, they're redoing Pet Cemetery. I don't know.
Ooh, Cujo redone.
Oh, that was a pile of shit too. I'm not gonna lie, straight up, I hated that movie.
She spent half the
Hated.
car.
I could not finish reading Salem's Lot. I think finally after 2 years I finished it.
What about SWAT?
You talking about the remake of it? I actually like the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was
I like
originally a
that
television show, and they remade it into a movie
I like that
quite
one.
some time ago. I didn't care for the TV show. Love the movie. 18, another TV show
didn't
that they
watch
remade
that
into a movie.
I didn't like that movie. And that pissed me off because I like the series. But I didn't like the movie.
I thought it was alright. I think it was separated by enough time. It could be judged easily separately for me.
What about Knight Rider redone?
Oh.
As long as it wasn't like the last one.
Depends on who they get to play the car.
Didn't they redo that one recently?
Yeah, like 2 episodes.
They redid it and it was horrible.
Yeah,
It needs
I
to be
didn't
done
see
again.
it.
Now I have David Hasselhoff as the voice of Kit.
Oh God! And I was gonna bring him up. As long as the Hoff isn't involved, I think it'll be okay.
Just have him as the car.
Yeah, just keep
William
moving.
Shatner is the car. Put a little wig on the
How
top of
did
the
Kit
car.
beat Goliath? He acted him out.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh God, yeah, good one.
God, let him be the
His comedy voice.
His comedy voice, not his regular voice, his comedy voice.
Bobcat.
Oh my God!
I'm
Yes.
I actually watched Bobcat's last big special he did, and that was probably about 10 years ago.
Was that in the 80s?
That guy is fucking hilarious in his
I have a fun
stand-up.
fact about him.
What's that?
He's from my hometown, and he has a salt potato tattoo on his arm.
You know, that doesn't explain a lot about you, Patty.
I know, right? We're from the same place.
Something
He was on a...
But if you get Bobcat Goldthwait to start acting again, you gotta redo, complete with Bill Murray. Fuck. I had it.
I don't want to fuck with Bill Murray. Like
It was the Bill Murray version of A Christmas Carol. It might be A Christmas Carol.
Oh, it is. It's a
Scrooge.
Christmas Carol.
Scrooge! That's it. Yeah, if you get Bobcat Goldthwait to start acting again, I'll
Let's
want...
shove him back in the Police Academy movie that's coming out.
That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
As an instructor.
Yes. That'd be
Oh,
amazing.
No, as the psychologist. As a fucking psychologist, just psychoanalyze all the cadets. That'd be fucking fantastic. A guy who seems absolutely mentally unhinged. To play the guy who's in charge of everybody's mental health.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
And that is true Police Academy style.
Yeah. See, that could make that movie good.
Like I said,
Listen to us.
that one comes out, I'm going to have to go watch it.
We know what we're doing.
I'm going to have to. Not going to be able to. I mean, I have the whole Police Academy series. I love the fucking series.
I didn't like the
I
one
like
with
that big
Russian.
blonde bitch. I don't know who the hell, what her name is. I forgot.
Oh, you're talking about, she's the one that's hooked up with,
Boobs.
Hot tap. No.
The little
damn.
Asian guy.
No.
Tackleberry.
No. Who she's actually with is like one of the Flavor Flav. She's actually
Bridget
married
Nielsen?
to Flavor Flav.
No, they dated.
They did date for a long time. Oh my god! And I'm gonna say this because I know this guy will never see it. There's actually a parts runner who comes in to the dealership, and every time I see him, I think Flavor Flav.
Oh, damn.
He's a black guy. He's old, and he's always got a shit ton of chains on and rings and all this crap. And every time I see him in my head, I'm going, Flavor Flav!
But does he wear the clock?
No,
Oh,
I've thought about getting him one. Just be like, here, man, this is for you.
I think you're missing this. This This will complete your ensemble.
Oh, okay. He's saying that. I'm wrong. He's saying that wasn't Bridget Nielsen.
No.
I thought that was.
I don't remember
it was,
her.
but I wasn't sure.
She was in Rocky 4.
She had big boobs. That's all I remember. She was a blonde with big boobs.
She was in Rocky 4. She was Dolph Lundgren's wife. If he dies, he dies.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Leslie Easterbrook.
There you go. Her. I like her. Yeah, Bridget Nielsen's characteristics are a little bit more angular.
Y'all know it's like almost 11, right?
Yeah, we're actually about to sign off.
We're staying here all night.
We're actually, this is the longest show we've ever done. And we have not run out of shit to talk about.
We're amusing people.
Howard the Duck.
Would love to see it. Would love to see it.
I love some Howard the Duck.
Yes, that crosses over to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved that movie. It was
even the songs.
It was a spectacularly dirty movie.
Driving back down from Dallas, had the 90s radio on, and heard something I hadn't heard in so long.
Uh-oh.
Do the Bartman.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Yes. I fucking rolled out. I couldn't help myself. That was fucking awesome to hear The Simpsons pop back up on our radio.
And you know what? Yes, Henry Cavill is one of my favorite Superman actors, but there's an old movie. It might be dated for the time, but I would love to see it remade. Superman and the Mole Man.
It can be redone.
And
anything can be, but it was shoot.
That had a spectacular message, and I would love to see that message reiterated.
Good timing.
It's perfect timing, honestly.
You know what would be cool? If they did kind of what Across the Universe did with Beatles shit, but with all the old Disney princess shit. Like in a musical where people are singing the old songs in a new way.
Yeah.
But a whole movie out of it.
I can see that.
Of like Disney shit, but all in like one badass epic movie.
I can see that.
More like live action.
Yeah.
More like different stories,
Like, yeah.
but they still fit.
Like humans playing the characters.
That could be cool.
I've got a question for y'all. Do y'all remember DTV? It was pop music, but it was Disney cartoons, music videos for it.
No.
Yeah, vaguely.
All right.
It sounds familiar, but I can't think of it.
I recently, and I say recently, here in the past, it was probably about 6 months ago, I started looking into it to see, how many collections there were. They never stopped making them.
Holy shit.
They're still out there. And I had no idea.
Because I love the old songs.
Yeah.
But he was saying they're making a Beauty and the
Wasn't that the
Beast.
name of the TV channel or TV show on Girls Just Want to Have Fun? DTV? Dance TV?
Yes, I think you're right.
Ah!
You're right.
Go, Patty.
Stuff! I know stuff.
She did a thing today.
I did a thing today. Knowing stuff.
Good job, Patty.
Thanks.
I'm so proud.
I know stuff sometimes. Other times, yeah.
You usually only know what's in your notes, though, so that was a good one.
That's why I have notes. No, I told the guys this. I don't think you guys saw it. I said when I write things, I try to be eloquent and I try to, sound refined and to know me. I'm like a 12-year-old mental patient, like straight up. Just,
It's actually a really good description.
Right?
That works
I'm
for
like a preteen mental patient. I don't know. There's no in between.
Well, thank you so much to our sponsors, Toxic City Comics, located in Lamarck, Texas. Phone number 409-229-1295, toxiccitycomics.com. And Captain Jack's Elixirs in Baytown, 281-837-3543, captainjackselixirs.com. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know it's been a long show, but thank you for sticking with us if you're still there.
Yeah. Right.
Bye! Everybody say bye!
I've been all over the world, going from place to place to place.
see you sign.